Hello, everybody, and welcome to another very exciting edition of this, our program, Natural 20 Hot, also referred to as Nat20Hot. If you're interested, you can go ahead and find us at youtube.com/ at Nat20Hot, where you can find all of the episodes of our first campaign, as well as the first couple of this campaign, as we now find ourselves in our second campaign. Gee Willikers, don't you wish you joined us 3 years ago when we started doing this? Well, you're lucky, because we're here now at the start, at the precipice at the at the cliff of a brand new campaign, and we are about to leap off into it. Because where we find ourselves now is in a Spelljammer campaign, as we find ourselves upon the Astral Sea. While we do incorporate some things from the published source material, this is a homebrew campaign, which means there's also some homebrew rules and homebrew things that are going on. Whatever they're laughing at, I don't know. So let's just focus on me. We are thrilled that you decided to join us here this week, and we can't wait to get started with you. If you're joining us for the first time, we're a group of friends who like to play D&D together, and we do play this every Wednesday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. So let's get into what happened to us the last time out. Because last time out, our party was the last time out, our party was short a person, as Rat unfortunately fell quite
Mm.
ill, rather unexpectedly, and perhaps surprisingly so that he did so. He, however, entrusted Blue would find a suitable job for the crew as they needed. Because the need for money never stops. I also want to say that personally, as a DM, my ability to impersonate characters, specifically my player characters, stops at Brett's. I can only impersonate Brett's characters. I don't know what it is. I did your
Oh,
voice.
I was
You
gonna
can
say,
do a
I think
blue.
you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I
That'll be
felt good
better
about
than
my
your
rat.
Randy.
I felt good about my rat,
I
much
thought it
better
was a
than the
good rat.
Randy.
I
It was
think you
pretty
could
good.
do a blue.
Yeah, it's a little. No, you're probably right. But either way, I felt really good about my rat. The fact that they needed money became even more important as the party added a shopping trip to their schedule, upgrading their armor and spending some of their hard-earned cash on from the Crucible job on equipment and new spell scrolls. Blue, however, did decide to take the job with which there was no attached salary, locating a pair of missing gnomes who supposedly went missing in an art gallery. Journeying through the festival ward, Blue and company used their new knowledge of the city, gathered by Freyja, playing a few concerts to find the best shops, and then inquired about the recently appeared gallery with a pair of twin shopkeepers. While they didn't know very much, they did say another companion of theirs left town immediately after visiting the gallery, and that it isn't uncommon for new vendors and traveling shows to breeze in and out of Raya with hardly a second word. A transplanar carnival recently headlined by a fiery young sorceress even just passed through the city. Who cares about a traveling gallery? The crew did decide to investigate the gallery, paying 15 gold to enter, and did spot that the paintings were quite lifelike and did have a passing resemblance to at least one of the individuals Joan said were missing. Freya inquired with the gallery owner, Tanarin, about her process, and came to remember that her family, Tanarin's, were once portraitures for the imperial family, but Tanarin herself did not hold this right. When Freya volunteered to sit for a portrait, Tanarin was most grateful and suggested that she stop by her workshop later that evening after the gallery closed, providing instructions of where to find it. Personal invitation in hand, they returned to the Ratmobile to check on Rat, but Argus decided to take a last minute detour, recalling from the proprietor of the magic shop that they visited, the Worm's Cache, that a suitable tutor might be present at the Driftspire, the seat of government in Raya. So he has decided to journey deeper into the city while the party decides next steps for Freya to sit for a portrait. The one piece I did forget is that while they waited for an ample time to go to the gallery for the first time, Kiki got the whole party drunk playing What the Fuck Is Up With
Well,
That?
not me and
As
Argus. We could
well,
we could keep it
attempted to,
together.
attempted to get the party drunk, playing a round of What the Fuck Is Up With That, and continuing to try and needle and inquire ever further about Freya and her secretive demeanor. So that is where we find ourselves, having returned ourselves to the Ratmobile, where Rat, you uh, pull yourself out of the head in the rat room, um, feeling like you have evacuated everything you've eaten in the last week, um, and make a medicine check.
I bet he ate a snack that he found in the dirty spot, and that's why he's sick.
Um, um, but 15.
You have had your fair share of food poisoning in your day. This is unlike any other you've ever had. And you are feeling still pretty ill. And you actually hear the group kind of shuffling up topside as you kind of dust yourself off. And you will have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws as you continue to recover.
Damn. That's a fair
Rude.
punishment for missing last week.
But you are definitely like surprised at how ill you fell, how quickly and how violently.
Violently, damn.
Yeah, it was violent.
Rat, are you alive?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you need
Uh,
like a bottle of water?
Just
Some
fine.
soup?
Nah,
yeah,
Rice
I'm
checks?
I'm good. I think if I ate anything, I'd have a bad time. So I'm just gonna kind of run
Imodium?
on empty for a little while.
I got some Imodium.
all of you can make perception checks as you enter the Ratmobile.
Ooh. Um, nasty 20.
Also a filthy, dirty, slutty little 20.
Okay.
Not
The two of you have come to know Rat well enough at this point to notice that he looks very pale and that he clearly just is not doing well.
Do you need like a healing potion? Will that make things better? I bought some.
uh I don't know. I feel like those might not go down so well either.
Okay, well I bought you one anyway, so this one's I give him one.
Chris, I have a question.
Okay.
Canonically, what do healing potions taste like?
Gatorade, specifically red Gatorade.
Oh,
course.
maybe
I'm
maybe I'm
thinking
the
I'm
same then.
thinking that red cough syrup,
Nope, it's
personally.
it's red Gatorade.
That's my go-to Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I write down how many of these I bought? Somewhere.
You gave me one, I believe.
Yeah, you bought three. So here.
Oh, I gave you an Argus each one. Never mind. You don't get one, sorry. I actually no, I still give you one. I don't have one now. Don't worry
You-
about it.
Are
Hmm?
you sure?
How
Are
is
you sure you don't want one?
Well, I think it'll be fine because usually I'm pretty quick. So
Okay. I mean, worst case scenario, I could do the whole healing word thing and like you'll be okay. Unless I'm
yeah,
unconscious or
and
dead.
I also have a feeling that sometime soon I might gain the ability to uncannily dodge.
That's so crazy that you
Right?
like think that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Personally, I
Are
don't
we
think you
are
should
we
gain the
topping up?
ability to dodge uncannily for at least like 20 more sessions.
Shut up, Nolan.
Right.
What are you guys talking about outside of
Don't worry about it. I gave
nonsense?
Rats a healing potion.
I heard all of it. Yeah, keep those mountains
It's
blue.
here. Coors
Coors
Lightman.
Lightman back again.
Grip it and rip it, baby.
I could always just go get some more wine.
This is a product of men's weekend happening at my house, and it's not boys' weekend because now we have parents in the group, so it's men's weekend, and we drank two of these, so there's an
I'm not
enormous
gonna lie,
amount in my
men's weekend
house.
sounds real problematic.
That's so awesome. We need more holidays honoring men.
As long as it's not toxic masculinity, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys
We have
better
a
be sitting
women's
around talking
day.
about how
Come
much you
on,
love
guys.
Bluey.
There's an International Men's Day.
Oh, really?
I'm not sending any of you guys money for that.
Nor
What the
should you.
hell?
The wage gap, Stephanie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, send us
Okay,
$4.72.
No.
No, that's how much we should be sending her.
There's 2 days a year you guys gotta send me money.
We do. And we do.
What's the
For the
other
record,
one?
I never asked
Her
any of you
birthday.
guys to send me money. You guys just did.
Her birthday and International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If I'm ever not sending Steph $5 on International Women's Day, I'm dead.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
All right.
start crying again.
So you all are together, and you have Blue. You've briefed Rat on the circumstances of your gallery
Yeah.
job. What are the next steps?
How's the job going? Did you how was it
It's
how'd it
going
go? What are
great.
we doing
So
next?
we're gonna accompany Freyja, and she's gonna go model for the person that's painting people into painting.
Oh,
Right?
you're not done with it yet.
No, you're coming. Do you want to come with?
Well,
We
this one's
lost
not late.
we lost a pair of hands, so we could use you, I guess.
So this
Assuming
one's
you're
like,
not projectile vomiting or, the other end.
no, I'm good. This one's like not for like any money.
We're
We
doing a
don't
nice
know that
one.
yet. We're doing a nice one, yeah.
Captain Blue said so.
Right.
I'm
No,
the
yeah, I
captain.
did.
Oh wait, I'm not
Uh,
the captain anymore now.
no, you did a
Wait.
good job, Blue. Good job being in charge for a little while. It seems like everyone's alive.
Uh-huh.
Uh, cool. Yeah. All right.
And you know
Well,
what? We can always steal some paintings and I know a guy.
You're gonna use your no guy for that already?
I just want to introduce a new NPC I can be friends with.
Why can't you
Okay.
just organically befriend an NPC, Stephanie?
I just want more friends.
We are in a
Okay, anyway.
city.
Okay, yeah, let's go. We gotta go have Freya model. Freya, do you have to get ready or
If
anything?
you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That was good.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that was cold as hell. Well said.
That's I heard that from she was like one of my mentors at the Institute RuPaul.
Canonical.
Oh my
all
gosh,
right.
wait, wait,
Well,
wait. Wait, wait, wait. We had a continuing education lecture and a guy came to talk to us about kinship genetics analysis and stuff. It was really boring, but there was one case study that he was talking about a climber that died coming down from a mountain in India, and they went up the RuPaul face. And they were like, yeah, and they were going up there pretty quickly. It was definitely a drag race to get up there, and I was just like, "Yeah," and nobody else got it.
That's really clever.
And
I
then he
guess it's
sashayed away
I
to
guess it's
his
harder when they die.
death.
To his death. Truly the ultimate sachet.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
all right. No, yeah, we can do that.
It's
Blue, you're still in charge of this one, all right?
I'm still the captain?
Yeah. Think of it as like a I don't know. I'm not feeling great.
Okay, do you need some soup?
No.
Okay. I don't
Um,
have any, but I could make some.
Wait, do we
Cap-
still have our telepathic bond right now from last time?
Yes, because technically Blue did activate emergency protocol.
Okay. I'll wait.
I have a question, Captain Blue, if that's okay.
Yeah.
As much as I'd love to talk about soup, what are we going to do?
So
Because we have a way
I
in, but what after that?
okay, so we have a way in. We're gonna be nearby. I'll end the emergency protocols with Rat once we get there and establish them with you. So then we can communicate. And then you're gonna let us know if anything starts getting weird, and then we go in guns blazing.
But what if nothing goes weird?
Then you had a painting of you.
And how does that help us with the mission exactly?
Well, I assume we try to find
Um,
out some stuff while we're in her workshop. If there's gonna be anything
yeah.
that we can learn,
So
it's
you
gonna be
you can
there.
ask her questions and stuff while you're in there because you're really good at talking and stuff. You got us a chance to sneak in, no problem. So
Somehow
you're
she
gonna
never
talk to
stops
them
talking.
and what?
Sorry, nothing. I didn't say anything. Go
Okay,
on.
yeah. So then you're gonna talk to her, and then I'll be able to hear what you telepathically tell me and stuff, and then profit.
Shouldn't somebody else go in there with her?
We can try. Maybe.
I know at least some of you are allowed to escort me there. I'm not sure if you're allowed to stay while I'm being painted, but I will inquire.
So is this like
Well,
are you gonna be naked for this or what?
That's unclear. The paintings I saw in the gallery, none of them were nudes to the best of my knowledge.
we could always see if she wants to do like a couples pose. So it could be like you and Rat, or Kiki is like already basically a model because she's so tall. So then, like, both of you guys could go in.
Blue.
Um, give me one moment, sorry. I have to look at a detail. Uh Tinarin specifically asked for me and nobody else, so like maybe this is just like a solo kind of thing.
She asked for you. You volunteered.
And she said yes.
Oh, we can see what she says when we get there. Like maybe she'll be hit with like inspiration.
I am
Sure.
very inspiring.
Yeah.
Yup. Wow. Okay.
Well, then that way, then you won't be in there alone if she's only like only the models can go in the house or something like that.
So yeah, she does have two bodyguards that, we're aware of at least. There could be more, but she had two in the tent. Um, and I don't know, it's a shame Argus isn't here, but he also didn't know anything about paintress magic, where you paint people into paintings. So,
True. It's really advanced. I think. I don't know anything about painting.
if we need more information, I do believe we have a few hours before we're supposed to go there. And nope, I don't know about any magic shops other than the scroll place we just went to. The Worm's Cache.
The
Um,
worm's worm.
so sorry if you guys already did this last time, but I would like to do one small shopping detour.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah. So you had
that's
about
cool.
2.5 hours before you have to be at the location. You estimate like
We can
it
go on the
probably
way.
take you an hour to get there from where you are right now. Just it's a big city. And yeah, you can certainly stop along the way. Where are you hoping to stop?
Some kind of store with gadgets and gizmos.
Okay.
And who's its and what's its?
Yeah.
Galore?
What about
Thingabobs?
thingamabobs?
I've got 20.
That
Who
was
cares?
that was fun, you guys. Um. Okay. Um.
That was for all the Disney adults watching.
Yeah. So
I don't
did
respect you.
Damn.
Freya, you did share with the rest of the group the places last time, and you would know that a place that certainly has gadgets and gizmos would be Shatter and Stitch.
Ah, yes. They're
Yes.
joyfully mad artificers who repair and upgrade existing equipment. Fun.
Yes. I'd like to go
Also,
there.
Chris, I know you said that my eagle eyes are on earrings, but I would like them to be contact lenses instead, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's cool.
What does that do again? The eagle eyes?
I can see details of extremely distant features as small as 2 feet, and also I get advantage on sight-based perception checks.
Dang, pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start to make your way through the city of Raya, which at this point is alive with the nightlife, and there are parties happening that are kind of spilling over into onto the banisters and the catwalks that line the upper.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be back in like 3 seconds. I have to let Chloe in.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Chloe. She's not here yet.
The vibes tonight feel incredibly fucking chaotic.
Okay. Um, as you progress through the city, it is a lot like, as I've described in the past, Mardi Gras. I wonder why. Where there are a lot of
Marty.
street performers and saxophone players. As you walk through the city, a lot of people kind of like dance in front of you. And Blue, I will have you make a. Actually, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is a number. Sorry, this is loading.
It's
Stop
okay.
loading.
You told me last week and I forgot.
It is a high. It's the highest passive perception I've ever had. 16.
Yes, as you are walking through the city, you feel this weird kind of thump against your hip, and I'll have you make a dexterity check with advantage, given that you are so
I spin
perceptive.
around drawing a knife. Holy shit. That's a 24.
You
Wait, no. That's a saving throw. 21. 20,
you
22.
definitely managed to grab onto a very tiny wrist. The hand is currently clutched on a pouch, a leather belt pouch that you have on your hip, where you do keep a short stack of coins for like intermediary purchases at taverns and such. And you kind of like lift up the hand, and it's attached to a very small little orphan boy with matted black hair kind of pressed against their forehead. Sorry, ma'am. Really, I didn't mean anything by it. So sorry, ma'am.
Come on, man.
I don't know what you're doing for it. You let go of me, lady. Just let go of me.
Yeah, you gotta do at least a better job, though.
I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
gonna put
about.
him down really gently and then give him a gold piece out of my bag. You gotta have lighter. You gotta. If there's somebody that looks like any of us, you know how we look kind of rough? Don't go for us. We might have money, but we might hurt you by accident. You're so little.
Thanks, ma'am. Just the one gold.
Yeah, you could do better.
Fair enough. Thanks for not beating the shit out of me. And they're gonna skip off. Hey, Norman, guess what I just got?
I swear to God, though, next time you might get stabbed. I won't stab him, really, but
That was sweet.
he had good fingers going. He's got a talent.
I know, and I'm having a bit of a hard time with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
He
could do
could do
better.
a better job. Yeah. Right, Rat?
Yeah. No, I've seen better on kids that are younger.
Okay.
That was a bad thing to
I think
say.
that's enough about the talent.
Didn't like
Young children.
don't take that out of context.
Clip it.
Clipped.
I'm just gonna make sure that everybody in the group has their coin purses much more securely attached.
Do you guys ever like think about how great it would be to have like a friend who like just has these folds where we could like put our stuff?
I'm
That's
sorry,
disgusting.
folks.
Yeah, like sort of as if they were a living coin purse.
That's really kind of would everything be slimy? Would we constantly be holding warm money if you took money out of it? Would it always just be like warm?
I don't really like this
Yeah.
line of thought.
It would be warm, yes, but it would not be slimy. This hypothetical individual
Freya,
probably
where do
would
you
have
keep your money?
in a satchel, the same as most normal people, because I'm normal.
Okay. I was concerned for a second.
I'm going to telepathic communicate with Blue as we're on our way to the Gizmos and Gadgets store.
Okay, as you're sorting.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, listen, Blue. I think I was fucking poisoned. I've never experienced anything like that. Food poisoning, sure, lots of times. I eat lots of sketchy shit. That's just how it goes. I have
You keep
never.
eating snacks in the dirty spot. I keep telling you not to do that. It's dirty
Well, it's
for
the
a
only
reason.
place where you don't take them. Look, I know it wasn't you. You're loyal. You're good. I like you, Blue. I don't think it was Argus. It's either Freyja or Kiki, and it's really looking like it's Kiki.
What do you mean? I don't. Why would Kiki do that?
Look, I don't trust Kiki as far as I can throw her, and I can throw her not very far because I'm
You
not that
keep
strong.
fucking her instead. Oh.
Yes.
Sorry. So what do you want me to do about it?
No, I'm just telling you. Don't trust
Oh,
Kiki.
okay. Okay.
Look, the
So I
last time that
shouldn't
I
tell her
saw her,
secrets and stuff.
she tried to kill me.
Wait, what? Like not in your normal way where you like try to kill each other and then I usually have to leave the ship for the night?
No, no, no. This isn't like a sexy kind of killing. This is like she left me for
Okay.
dead.
Oh,
Which like
okay.
so, just keep an eye out. Some shit might be brewing. I feel like she's trying to steal the Ratmobile. It's the one thing she's always wanted. She's always really into the Ratmobile ever since I knew her. It's a
Okay.
one of a kind ship, Blue.
I know. I know. I've been on it. I've done a lot of renovations.
I've been on it.
Been on it.
All right, just letting you know on the off chance that it could be Freyja. I don't trust her. Don't tell Freyja.
Okay, should I tell Ki no, I'm kidding. Should I ask Kiki if she poisoned you?
No, don't tell her anything.
Oh, okay. Should I, like, try to question her and, like, be sneaky?
No, just keep it down the DL for now.
Are you sure it's not my cooking that poisoned you or something?
No, I think maybe it was her putting poison in the cooking. You've always cooked really well.
Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for Kiki poisoning people.
And perhaps shooting and or killing all of us in order to get away with the Ratmobile or other assets that we have. Yes.
I think Kiki would kill me. We're friends.
You think that.
She'd kill Freya for sure.
Just letting you know.
All right. And as I'm walking, I will fall back in the group and then just be walking next to Kiki.
Okay.
Just being sweet.
All right.
That's
Uh,
freaking sweet.
I'm
as
just being
you
sweet.
as you're walking, Kiki will look at you and kind of like shift the rifle over her shoulder so that like it's more in her hands because she like can, especially after you made your comment about people reaching for the coin purse. Just you guys have a weird group here. None of you want to stick around for too long. August went to go find some tutor.
Well, I think he's following up on a lead and stuff. And I mean, Argus
Right.
is Argus. We just met him.
Right. And yet here you are, not really knowing an awful lot about the people that you're traveling with.
People are
Princess
allowed to
over
do what they want, Kiki.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to my pal Blue here.
Hi. I mean, everybody has secrets and stuff. You don't have to tell people everything all the time.
No, but I like to know who I'm working with.
Oh, I'm Blue.
I know you, Blue. Don't worry. Uh, you all make your way through the lively night of Raya. The path that you're following toward the towards the workshop that Tanarin mentioned is taking you towards the Copper Ward, or rather through the Copper Ward, which does have the Shatter and Stitch shop that you had hoped to visit, though it does take you a few streets off of the path that you would have intended to take. You spot it. Really, you smell it first. It smells like smoke and fire perpetually. You can see this kind of greenish, oily smoke drifting sideways from a like staircase, almost like zigzag iron chute that descends into the roof of the shop. And you can see it kind of like partially askew against the shop next door to it. There are a lot of tin sheet walls that are propped up and holding up the brick edifice of the shop, and it's sort of like wedged into like in between these two buildings, as though it didn't really exist there in the first place, and these people kind of squatted there to make the building their own. Um, there is a rusty sign made of old swords, kind of matched together on either side, and then written very crudely on a piece of, or rather burned in on a piece of wooden plank that's mounted between these swords is Shatter and Stitch. And there's a couple of torches that dangle from the sign, and they are lit magically. They do not have the traditional flame that you have seen throughout the city of Raya. Rather, right before you step inside, you hear a very mechanical meow, and you look down, and in the window of Shatter and Stitch is a clockwork cat, whose head kind of twitches side to side, back and forth, meow, meow. And as a little mechanical mouse starts spinning around, it goes meow, meow, and starts like pounding its paws, attempting to catch the little clockwork mouse as it dances around it.
Aw.
Um,
This is delightful.
as you step inside,
Meow.
it is meow. It is a bedlam, like just controlled chaos, lots of nonsense happening. It almost sounds like the Santa's workshop scene in Elf, where you keep hearing like do 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 do, as there are like a bunch of like little toys that are scattered throughout on various shelves. There's soot and sawdust. There are a lot of there's more workstations than shelves, and upon like each of the 6 workstations that are piled high with various things, there are clearly like active projects in progress. There are a lot of chains dangling from the ceiling. Some of them prop up crates or items. There's a very nice kind of very clearly, like all of you are very keen on what this is, like an adamantine armor dangling from the ceiling on the far side, that is currently being worked on with a blowtorch, by a very stubby figure, who lifts up the helmet and kind of looks at you. What? We're closing in 10 minutes. Who do you? Oh, customers! And they like throw off, and then they like take a rag and they rub their face in it, and it just like completely blackens their face with dirt and grime. Like the towel was very dirty to begin with, and they come up and they like hobble over. Howdy, the name's Griven. Welcome to Shatter and Stitch. My friends call me Stitch.
I'm Rat. Nice to meet you.
Ah, a pleasure if there ever was one. What brings you to my fair establishment this day?
Look, I got a very specific thing in mind, Griven. You got anything? It's like a kind of gun, but like not really a gun. Like kind of like perhaps maybe like a hook on the end, like a grappling gun
A
type
grappling gun.
situation.
I built thousands of those. Matter of fact, I invented them. Don't read the patents. The name on them is not Griven, but I assure you, I had the idea first. Those fellas down at the patent office don't know what they're talking about. Griven's grappling hook. Griven grappling. It's what I'm talking about. I'm the one that made it.
It's
Don't let those people tell
it's
you otherwise.
alliteration. Of course, you have to be the one that made it. I understand.
Exactly. That's how inventions work. If your name's an alliteration with the tool, you probably made it. Yeah, I got tons
That's
of
what I'm always
those.
saying.
I got tons of those. You looking for anything in particular? I got ones that shock, ones that blow up, ones that just do the hook thing, ones that retract when you pull on the trigger.
Yeah, if I could have one that kind of retracts when you pull the trigger, and also I'd like the end to be kind of like sharp, like really sharp.
Yeah, totally. I could potentially affix a special hook to it so that it's got the hook around the side, but on the top it's serrated. Like if you were going fishing, there's plenty of good fishing out there. The further out you go
Yeah,
with
you
your
got it.
ship.
Like a harpoon gun, but like
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah, exactly. Oh,
smaller, and also it's
So,
also
like, if you
grappling gun.
shot somebody with the
hang
grappling
on there,
hook, you
doll.
could
I'm
stick
talking to this
inside them.
guy. We'll
Yeah,
get
be
to you in
quiet,
just
Blue.
a second. I like the way your mind works. Griven has got the price and the tool for you. I can assure you. How about, say, 30 feet of rope attached to it could support about 300 pounds? That sound like something? Yeah, you're what? Type 180? Yeah, bet even that. I bet this would be got your name written all over it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I want. Thank you.
That he kind of like takes a big swig of a flask and he's Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. And he starts
This guy's fucking awesome.
hobbling
I
into the
turn around
back.
and I'm like, you know I can make you fly, right?
I want to make me fly. You're not going to be around here forever, Freyja.
What?
That's in opposition to what you've said before, but okay.
Freyja, you can make me fly.
You know what, Bloom? Maybe I will.
All I meant by that is people come and go in your life. You never know how long people are going to be around.
Yeah. That's okay.
I want to be able to rely on like myself for flying.
Sure. No, I get it. But if you're relying on an object, you're not really relying on yourself. Anyway.
Batman would say something different.
Batman,
Batman?
is
From
a
that
fucking
scroll.
tool.
Ratman.
Batman.
As
Ratman.
as you all are arguing, you just hear like cracks, boom, and then like a puff of smoke from the back room as Griven comes like, behold, Griven's grappling hook, and he holds up like what is effectively like a cut off like blunderbuss. So it's got like a smooth wooden handle and then a thick copper pipe that's kind of blown out at the end, and the hook settles into it, and then what is effectively a fishing rod at the end of it. Just see, retractable. But if you're willing to maybe kick in 25 more gold on top of the 75 gold for the piece, I'd be willing to add an enchantment to it to make sure that it can do it automatically, hands free.
This shit's only 100 gold.
That's right.
That's a fucking steal. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
So much. You
100
should make it
bucks.
like 75 gold.
I'm working a deal here, Dal. For 100 gold, I'll automatically retract it, and I'll kick in, say, a coupon for 10% off the next time you come to Gribbons.
Make it 20% off, and we got a deal.
Done. I love repeat customers.
I really spit on my hand this time. I do it like
Yeah.
5 times, and then give him a handshake.
You pull away, and your hand is just like soot stained and a little bit damp.
I sort of gesture to Rat and I'm like, let me see that, and I point towards your hand.
Sure. Give it to her.
Prestidigitate and clean it off.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Now, listen, are you just in the market for a grappling hook, or perhaps I can interest you in a couple of other things? I've got new creations on the market that I'm sure someone like you, a man with impeccable taste, would love. Coupon is not used for today, only for your next visit in.
Yeah. Give me the pitch.
All right, I've got 3 things that are just top of mind for a fella like yourself. Do you ever find yourself in peculiar situations? Do you ever wish that you had an odd thing that you could just conjure up at a given moment and help yourself get out of that situation? Wouldn't that be nice? I could think of maybe like 6 or 7 ex-wives that I'd love to be like, look, a red dragon, babe, run away! Well, that's what you get with my rotating gear of illusions. And he holds up a kind of like a spindle, like a revolver. Clearly, it's been kind of like customized from some kind of resolver. You spin this, and whatever which of these 52 things it lands on, that is an illusion that it conjures. One-time use. You burn through all 52, it explodes. Not that bad. Like, nothing crazy. That is my ring of illusions. You want to see the others, or have I already convinced you?
Yeah, no, keep going.
Okay, fair enough. Hold on, I gotta pull up what this is. He is like pulls everything. Yeah, this is a robe that I customize, and you just look and see that there are a lot of like really gross paintings of eyes all over it. But then you realize that some of them are actually eyes. A lot of them are bug eyes. They're not like real human eyes, but they are. And a lot of them have been like stitched in with copper wire. And he goes, "This you can see in literally all directions. You'll never be surprised again when that 6th ex-wife comes up behind you. Ha! You'll know, and you'll be able to see like you can see in the dark, and you can get advantage on all the things that you need to see around you. Listen, it's not the trendiest cloak around, but you, all eyes will be on you, and all your eyes will be on them."
Yeah, keep him coming. What's your 3rd guy?
All right. This one is a true brilliant creation. And he holds it up. And it's just a little tiny copper disc. this is actually my this is not idly do these fall.
I thought that was an IUD for a second. That's
Yeah,
actually what I meant.
I would definitely have one
Wait,
of
you're
those.
showing up in a
I,
show my hat.
Nice.
it's
Oh
the
yeah, it's
Reeve
the
of
fucking bucket
Lorien.
hat. And he's this is my magnum opus, and he blows on it and then flicks it, and it opens the disc, and
Ow!
it opens the disc, and inside is just a compass, but the compass is spinning wildly. I call it the
Compass
lucky.
doesn't work.
Oh, that compass works all right. I call it the lucky compass. It'll point you to the nearest magic item within 100 feet of you. Gone are the days of you trying to figure out if something's magical or not. Gone are the days of you trying to go through your next dungeon wondering where the best item is. This will point you in the right direction. Wondering if your friend is really a magic item in disguise? Well, look no further than the lucky compass. Wondering if the item that your ex-wife is wearing is actually your ring of invisibility? Look no further than the lucky compass. Perhaps you'll find yourself in a place where there are magic items all around you. It's going to spin like crazy, but you find yourself in an area where there are not that many magic items, it'll point you the direction you want to go.
Does it point to itself?
It does not. I promise you, it does not.
I'm gonna insight check that because this
Sure.
does seem like a bullshit. I rolled poor.
So right now it's just spinning around and stuff, right?
It is just spinning around and stuff, but he senses your trepidation and goes, here, watch this. And he grabs the cloak and pulls it, like, they pull pretty close to each other. And because it's so close, the spindle stops and the red point focuses directly at the cloak of eyes.
All right, I see. How much for the compass?
The compass, well, your lucky day. I'll give it to you for, say, 200 gold.
What about 150?
What about 190?
What about 160?
185?
What about 165?
200, and I'll throw in a pair of boots. They're lucky. Just like this compass.
What? Tell me about these boots.
Nah. That's part of the deal. 200 gold, and you're getting two items for the price of one. I promise you.
You got a deal.
Ah,
I'll
You
take
promise-
it.
Wait.
no, I'm
Have
doing a
him
deal
point-
here.
Have him hold the compass near the boots.
Yeah, so like
They're free
he sticks
boots.
his hands out, and Rat, like you're just about to clasp around him.
Yeah. Hold the compass near the boots.
Holds the boot up, and the compass points directly at them.
Yay!
Magic boots. Yeah. 200 gold. You got it.
All righty. He takes his 200 gold. He hands over a pair of boots and the lucky compass.
Boots. Moving up and down again.
Like I said, the
Mr.
next time you come
Gibbon,
in here, 20% off. You got the coupon, right?
Sure do.
Terrific.
Thank you,
Yes,
Gibbon. This has
my
been
fair lady.
do
beautiful.
you have any more of those cats?
Meowsers? No, Meowsers is one of a kind. Meowsers is mine. I created it.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you had more. I
You
like
in the market
Meowsers
for?
quite a bit.
You in the market? I can build you one.
I mean,
10,000 gold.
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, they take a lot.
Oh.
Meowsers doesn't just do
Oh, no,
tricks.
I'm
She's
sure.
got a soul. She's a real cat. She does everything a real cat does. I just put her out in the
Yeah,
window so
well,
that she, teases and delights the customers.
Oh, well, and she does tease and delight.
Meowsers! And you just hear meow, 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 meow as it runs
fucking love
over
this guy.
and
I love Meowsers.
climbs up on its shoulder. Meow.
And let me
Freyja.
just say, the craftsmanship is impeccable.
Oh, thank
I-
you. This is my
10,000
first
is a little-
creation.
Wow,
I've
that is remarkable.
just improved upon her since I was a wee lad. 6 years old, I picked up a wrench, and I've been doing fantastical things at Shatter and Stitch ever since.
You are a regular prodigy.
Thank you. I'm 12.
Wait, what?
You
You're
are
That's the
well
oldest.
young.
That's the oldest trick in the book. Gotcha.
This is a
I'm
lot of
13.
wives for being 12.
Freya, we need to get $10,000 immediately.
Okay, well, how do you
Whatever
expect?
the next job that we do is, it can't be for free. We have to get 10,000 gold. I want to buy this cat.
Wait,
Well,
Not this cat.
can
I'll
you let
create
us
one for you.
Yeah,
can you let us
that's what
know
I
if
meant.
Nazareth has kittens?
Sure, doll.
Blue,
He
it's a
goes, sure, doll. I looks the rest of you.
okay.
I know we
Um,
can't have kittens, but it'd be fun if that was like how he sold it. It was like Meowsers has kittens.
sure.
That'd be fun.
Uh,
Fuck.
well, this was a delight. 20% off. We'll be back.
If you ever think about something else that you need, come to Shatter and Stitch, because we got the things that you need. If it's broke, I can fix it. If it's fixed, I can broke it. I guarantee it.
I have a random question.
I got a random answer.
Have you heard about anybody like, particularly like a gnome, an older gnome woman, and a young boy like disappearing into a painting?
Nope.
Okay. Just wondering.
Peculiar question to ask me if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anybody here, and we're trying to like gather information. We're sort of like solving the mystery. We're trying to. This is a nice one.
Freya,
It's a nice
you've got a
one.
modeling job to get to, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me. Let's be on our way. And like I said, pleasure to meet you, Griffin.
Likewise, the pleasure is all mine. And please, call me Stitch.
We'll do Stitch, and I'll blow him a kiss as I leave.
Much appreciated.
Alrighty. You all leave Shatter and Stitch behind, and make your way deeper into the city of Raya, heading through
Can
the
I
copper.
Arcana check these boots real quick?
Oh, sure. Make an Arcana check.
Can I see where this compass is pointing right now?
Yeah, it's just kind of spinning because you got the boots in the sand.
I got a 12.
Yeah, you kind of know that they feel springy. The magic that you're getting off of it feels springy.
Do I have to attune to this, or is it just to put it on and...
You do not have to attune to it. It is put it on and have fun.
Okay, I will save it for later.
Okay.
That's a good idea. It would be reckless to put on an object that you don't know if it's cursed or not.
Yeah.
So just the passing like sight that you see is that like everything in Shatter and Stitch was very clearly built. So you get the sense that a lot of it is mechanical and magical, and that you at least leave not thinking that like anything that you would have purchased like is maliciously bad.
Okay. It just might be like a prototype that's not quite there yet.
Correct.
Potentially.
Correct.
I totally agree with you about the cat thing, by the way. I don't know that we need a mechanical cat because you can just sort of find cats in the garbage sometimes, but I think it's what the ship needs.
Well, maybe not a
Or a
cat.
dog. Blink dog?
I'm really more of a cat person.
I don't think we can't have a cat on board. Actually, not like a real one.
Why not?
Not into cats.
Oh. Okay.
What about blink dogs?
We'll see about that, Blue.
Yes.
As you all leave Shatter and Stitch, a woman, or rather a cloaked woman, it's pretty easy to tell it's a woman, does pass by you to head into Shatter and Stitch. Um, and you can hear Griven in his loud voice, "Ah, Zia, my favorite underworld broker." As they head into the shop and you all keep pressing forward. Inevitably, your journey through the Copper Ward takes you towards the very aptly named Dead Ward, where most of the cemeteries and there are a fair many chapel here as well. It's also clearly the site of a lot of so like the Dead Ward begins as shattered buildings and a ruined portion of the city, and as you make your way through this kind of shattered and destroyed portion, which very clearly likely played host to some of the bloodiest fights of the revolution that occurred here, you do pass by kind of a massive sump that you have to walk through, and you see this. You can hear a drip, drip, drip echoing as you stare down this kind of black abyss that you're walking by, and there's a big wrought iron gate that's been built up ahead of it, as like it's basically a collapsed building that sinks into the earth and water rises up. And just based on what you've learned, Freya, this is very clearly at least one way that you can get into what is colloquially referred to but not formally known as the Drowned Ward, which is a portion of the city that collapsed and sank during the revolution. And at least here it is gated off. And you do continue past it and ultimately find that you do like descend underneath some of the collapsed buildings, and the temperature starts to drop, where it gets a bit colder. The light grows thinner as the overhead buildings start to blot out some of the sun. It's also night has begun to fall. Like your appointment is at 9 o'clock, and this place does observe a more traditional day-night cycle than Raya does. Uh, but there is some glowing fungi and lichen that do light along the walls that keep you at least moderately abreast of where you're headed. There are a lot of old imperial markings here. There are a lot of like the architecture is very similar to the imperial structure that you've seen elsewhere, but has not yet been covered over by the buildup of riot that you've seen in some of the other wards. Um, there is a lot of graffiti, um, broken chain, like pictures of broken chains. The same drowned choir of a siren or a mermaid underneath the waves. A lot of testaments to Azaleus and others of the pantheon painted over some of the Trinity edifices that were made by the imperial architecture. You also start to see a handful of like open air buildings with small, like almost like lockers of urns with wax tops. And in some cases, there are fresh offerings, flowers, and such. You get the sense that there were a lot of like open air burial grounds, and they're not really keen to bury the dead here, given the sea level, as opposed to they place them in urns and mount them in these kind of communal spaces. Um, you do pass through one of the nicer sections, where the buildings are still largely intact, where the urns are also marked by small busts of whomever they were, but many of them are defaced. Anyone doing anything, shouting anything, or are you just proceeding forward?
Freya does, if anybody notices, have a sort of look of disgust on her face as we are walking through.
Rude. Do I
It's
notice my
cold, full
passive
of
perception?
fungus, and ruined.
Yeah, but it's got character, you know?
If you notice, we can continue this conversation if you decide to say something to me.
You all follow the directions that Tanarin provided to what you effectively realize is probably like a grand mausoleum or former chapel, not unlike the structure that she kind of built her tent in previously. And you kind of step into this space, and contrary to the space outside of it, so there's a small kind of lavender curtain that separates the doorway from the outside, and you kind of pull the curtain aside, and inside it's quite nice. There is a small table perched in the center of the room, and much of the stone has been covered by very pleasant tapestries, silks, fabrics, ultimately adding much more of a warm space. And it's lit at the moment by candlelight. There are a couple of kind of stained glass works in progress, windows pulled from like a true window frame and are now propped up against the wall. So like they're a future project. There's some art supplies, but relatively the space is quite clean. Tanarin sits at the small table against which a few chairs have been propped up, and the two guards from earlier stand behind her, flanking either side of another curtain that leads deeper into the space where she currently sits. Ah, the Lady Freya and company and new company. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. She rises and holds out a hand to you, Rat.
Yeah, pleasure. And I give her a little kiss,
Hello,
Ah,
Coachum.
little smooch on her
terrific.
hand.
Well, I must say I've been waiting all day for the day to end so that we might close the gallery and I would be able to paint such a fair, fine figure such as yourself, Lady Freya, was it?
Sorry, Freya. Didn't you just say my name?
Maybe she did.
Oh,
But yes,
yes.
yes. Well,
Yes, Freya. That's
Frey,
correct.
yes, okay, just making sure I had it right. Well, terrific. The rest of you are fine to wait here. I do prefer not to disturb. Some of my staff is in the back working, so it would be better for me to just take the Lady Frey here, to our sitting room behind this curtain, and it should take no more than 45 minutes to an hour for us to complete the painting, and at which point we will come out and you could all can be on your merry way. Of course, if any of you else would like to sit for a painting, I'm more than happy to pencil you in after the lady is complete.
Can
Yeah.
can
Any
can
no.
can I watch you paint?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but you must understand that I practice a very challenging art that takes many years of practice, but I've incorporated some of my own methodologies to make sure that my art stands out amongst all the rest. So, to protect my own intellectual property, I'm much more keen to do so alone. Even the lady will sit on the opposite side and cannot observe my strokes.
Any chance that you could do like a couples painting though? Because Freya and Blue are dating.
Uh, oh well. Congratulations. That is this. Then this will cut a very fine hanging in your domicile, then, Lady Blue. But no, I do not paint couples. I only paint singles. As I said,
You
I'm
tried.
more than happy to paint
I
you
turn to Blue and I
afterwards.
just go, "Sorry, honey."
Blue is visibly disappointed.
As I said, she'll cut quite a fine figure on your wall, and if you'd like for the two of you to have some type of relationship in the portrait, I'm more than happy to paint you side by side. So we can do the Lady Freya first, then we can do the Lady Blue next in two separate canvases, and then you'll be able to mount them side by side as though you were just reaching out for one another. Doesn't that sound
Could you
nice?
paint Blue in like the sky, like watching over her, like in The Lion King with Mufasa's dad or Simba's dad, with Mufasa and his son?
I'm
Remember
afraid I
that
don't.
scene?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, and as I said, I do not paint more than one subject in a painting.
Why is that?
Personal choice. I am the artist
I feel like
after
it should
all.
be easy though. Yeah.
Oh, it's certainly easy, but easy is not always good.
I turn to Nara and I'm just like, "I am so sorry. Rat is truthfully a bit of a philistine who doesn't really understand art.
Ah, I'm so terribly sorry that you have to deal with something like this.
He's good for other reasons."
Tanarin kind of looks over. Understood.
I was about to make Rat so mad at me. Uh, I am going to take a second to concentrate and enact emergency protocol with Freya.
At any point, and she will kind of pull back the curtain to allow you to go first.
Freya, is this thing on?
Fucking hell. Yes, I think it's on.
You don't have to talk out loud.
I'm not trying to talk out loud. I was trying to say
I know that was a bit. It was a bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry about the bit. I ruined it. Okay. So you are in my head. Can you hear my thoughts, or do I have to like think them at you for you to hear them? Or are you just getting everything?
Sorry, if you're saying something, you have to like purposefully say it. You can't just think it.
Okay, so you can't read my thoughts.
Oh yeah, yeah. You said it that time.
Okay.
Fort gets it.
What do I get?
Oh, nothing. I was running a bit, and I thought you were laughing at the bit.
No, I was laughing at a water slide.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What water slide?
Oh.
I don't worry about it.
Okay.
Are you watching Love Island USA and you're watching Huda and Jeremiah?
Who do you think I am?
I
Of
wish.
course, might be watching.
The I wish in the background.
It's fantastic. It's so bad.
Or Chloe has a really good laugh.
Hi, Chloe.
All right.
I will just sort of turn to everybody, shrug a little bit, and walk in.
Okay.
Bye.
Uh,
Everyone, make your choices before 9:30.
Tanarin stops at the curtain and turns her head towards you, Kiki, Rat, Blue, and says, "Walter and Walter will be pleased to accommodate any of your needs while we're in the back." Again, it's Walter and Walter. And she will drag the curtain shut. Frey, as you step behind the curtain, the space becomes far less clean. The tapestries and curtains that kind of dangled from the ceilings of the sitting room are replaced by the standards of what is very clearly a mausoleum. So you see the carved holes into the wall, playing host to those same kind of wax sealed urns and faded nameplates. There is a table nearby with kind of half-eaten meals, candles burning, pigments that kind of form this like weird chaotic mess on top of a long wooden slab, at the end of which is oh, hold on, I can get into character.
What? Is he about to?
A character for sure. Is he putting on a hat?
Is he putting on a really well draped dress? Oh,
She picks up
Oh.
a palette and a brush, and gestures to a black
it's
canvas.
like Claire Obscura.
This is
A black
like Claire Obscure.
a black canvas. Beyond that, you do make a perception check.
Chris is
Which-
Renoir confirmed.
Stop. Where are you?
Okay. 11.
Okay.
Not a good one.
Did you roll with advantage because this relies on
Sure
sight?
did.
Oh, okay.
I got a 7 and an 8.
Okay. You do see that there are 4 individuals beyond just Tanarin in here. They're kind of moving around with silent focus. They don't really pay you much mind. There is one standing at the wooden slab, kind of mixing paints while another cleans brushes on the far side. A third props up this kind of white curtain, similar to what you saw in the sitting room, in front of which a small, like kind of 3-legged stool sits. The fourth approaches you. That's pretty much like all you see as you're just kind of like taking in a lot of information all at once. The fourth kind of comes up and takes your arm very gently and guides you towards the stool as Tanarin picks up the palette and the brush, and
Chris,
has
is
you.
Tanarin an astral elf?
She just looks like an elf. Like
Okay.
she doesn't have the same pale skin as an astral elf.
Okay.
And as you kind of sit down, it's very quiet. Everything is quite still. There is moonlight that trickles in from windows at the high part of the mausoleum. And Tanarin kind of gestures off her staff, who proceed to like 4 corners of the room. You notice that they do walk beyond where they cannot see her process. So they're kind of like behind you now, and you lose sight of them beyond the curtain. So at the moment, you kind of sit down on this like old, cushioned, but kind of cold footstool. Um, you can see the back of a kind of tripod upon which the black canvas sits. Um, And
An
Tanarin,
eagle.
thank you. I couldn't think of easel. Um, Tanarin just kind of walks around you. She's like, sizing you up. You're very beautiful. Hmm. Yes.
Thank you.
She does say a few words, like she's talking to herself, in a language you do not understand. Um,
Well, shit.
but like she's kind of talking, and then she like slips into the common tongue, like Chidonian. Like she's talking in a language, kind of like someone who's speaking Spanish and then slips into English, as though they're talking to themselves, but also wants to make sure you understand a little bit. So like she says a few words, and then we'll go, yes, a very fine figure. Words, 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 words. I think I want you with your legs crossed. Words, 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 words. And perhaps like one hand on your shoulder, looking up dreamily.
I could do that. I did have, I mean, you're the artist, and I wouldn't want to obscure your vision, but I was wondering if I would be able to pose with my instrument. I'm
Oh,
a bard.
of course, dear. That sounds like a lovely
I can
plan.
look very wistful, or sort of whatever expression
Yes.
you want.
Wistful is
I
exactly
have
what I'm
modeled
looking
before.
for. Yes,
Mhm.
wistful is exactly what I'm going for. I do believe that you've modeled before. It certainly seems like something that you would do. You know, it's so hard. It's just gonna kind of walk around to the easel and like look at the canvas, do the thumb thing, look at you.
What's
It's
she
so
doing?
hard. The world like tends to forget people. It has to. There's so many of them. So they're so easy to forget. It's very hard to remember. But art remembers for you. Like what a beautiful likeness we're about to capture so that it can be remembered forever. Isn't that right?
Is that trite or isn't that right?
Isn't that right?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I completely agree. Um, is that sort of why you paint within a mausoleum? Is it like sort of eternal remembrance, some sort of symbolism?
She's kind of like a haughty laugh. She's, oh dear, you're so funny. I wish I could say that was the case, but in truth, it was just the easiest place to set up a shop on such short notice. Not many people come through this district, so I find it's very nice and quiet to do my work without disturbances. And
Yeah.
she's gonna pick up the
Um,
palette and she's gonna start painting.
is it all right if I talk, or would you rather I remain
No,
quiet?
no, please, you're fine. You can speak.
I was just so as I recall, did you say you were planning to leave Raya, um, or were you looking to establish more permanent residency here?
It ultimately depends on what I decide makes the most sense. We're doing good business, but ultimately, I want to make sure that I actually like this is all worth it in the long run. If I can meaningfully do good work here and make a fair salary, then yes, perhaps. I've gone around to a couple of different cities. Um, the Empire did not take kindly to my work, so I decided to. I decided that the free cities were more akin to my style.
I am a little bit surprised to hear that because, well, at least where I'm from, the imperial nobility tends to put a strong emphasis on art. I mean, a lot of my colleagues at the institute would get sort of picked up for patronage assignments
Oh,
and
of
then,
course, yes.
whisked away. And somebody of
No,
your renown.
yes, you would think the Tanaran family is certainly one that would be quite keen to pick up, but no, that was not the case. You know, people don't like change, is all. In some cases, they prefer truth, or rather, they don't prefer truth. They prefer the propaganda of it all. And yes, you mentioned that you're from the Empire. Where exactly are you from? And she just kind of like keeps leaning over with the brush and continues to paint.
Oh, I'm from Nikolaistead.
Ah, Nikolaistadt. A truly wonderful place. Nikolai the First was, in truth, probably some of my family's best work. He was who originally brought the Tenarans on to paint them. I assume you lived in the city.
Um, Towards the outskirts, my parents were farmers.
Ah, yes, farmers. Ah, well then you've made quite a life for yourself, having come from such humble beginnings, and certainly you are quite far from Nikolaistadt. You can see pretty keenly that she kind of looks past you, but she is
Uh-huh.
continuing to paint.
Yes, the institute, it can work wonders at lifting people who are of certain talents up, and
Hmm.
yeah, one kind of
Ain't
rolls
that a bunch
around.
of
I've plied
bullshit?
my trade. Sorry, what was that?
Nothing, dear. Yes, plying your trade, yes. And that's brought you here to Raya, I see.
Yes, I, have rolled along with several different groups of ragtag individuals, and this one I'm with right now. You know, just looking for work.
Hmm. Yes. My great-grandfather painted the first official likeness of Nikolai. Quite impressive, really. It was kept here for a brief period while they were still a colony.
Yes, interesting to see everything that's happened to Raya.
Hmm.
I had never been here before. The insurrection, or whatever you would call it.
Indeed.
It it's a bit shameful the way so much has been destroyed, don't you think?
It is quite shameful.
I mean, I understand that the Empire isn't perfect, but everything that's happened here, I can't help but feel a little bit, I don't know. At least in the Empire, you feel safe most of the time. You know what I mean?
I agree. The world is a dangerous place. The Empire provides stability. The Empire provides resolve.
But, the Empire also can stifle creativity, which is part of the reason I decided to leave, and you probably find yourself, you know, wandering around.
Of course, dear. Yes. If you
I
wouldn't
would like
mind.
to insight check.
What are you hoping to insight?
Um, I would like to deduce if she is A, telling the truth, and B, what the hidden meaning behind her words may be, if any.
Telling the truth about what? She just said a lot.
Telling the truth about, because her tone seemed to change, telling the truth about feeling a sense of, or sort of like, it's a shame that Raya is no longer an imperial colony, and, that the Empire is generally Freyja was putting out the vibe that the Empire is a force for good, if imperfect, and I would like to insight check whether Tanarin agrees with that, or is obviously holding something back, or lying.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I have 14 insights.
Um, you get the sense as you're kind of like talking to her and hearing her respond to you, that, like, yes, the tone shift a little bit, but you get more of a sense that she's really not paying attention to you. She's kind of making small talk,
Sure.
and just like filling the air with words as she works through her efforts.
Can I see her hands, Chris?
You can see her like moving on the portrait painting, and occasionally she like leans over, and you can see her hand holding a brush. Uh,
Is
but
she doing anything that resembles the somatic components of casting a spell?
she's painting.
Could she also be doing anything that mimics the somatic components of casting a spell?
You might think that personally, but I mean, like, she's doing all the things that you do when you're painting a portrait.
But there could be more that's
I mean,
happening.
somatic components are hand movements. She's painting. You haven't seen like any grand flourishes or anything of that nature. Um,
Is that usual for somebody casting a spell to do grand flourishes, or is it usually more subtle?
you've seen people do both.
Personal flair, or depends on the spell,
Yeah,
or both?
exactly,
Okay.
both.
Um,
You don't feel anything. You're just being. I mean, you feel a little awkward. You based on your insight, you can tell that you're trying to make conversation, and she's just kind of like goading you along. Like a lot of
Sure.
yes. Oh, indeed, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Would it be okay if I played some music? Or
Oh,
would you rather?
that might be a bit too much movement too. I'd prefer if you
Oh,
held your pose.
understood.
Yes.
I won't then.
Thank you. Not too much longer now. I'm making my way. You look
Uh,
terrific.
I will telepathically message Blue, and I'm gonna say the vibes aren't good, but nothing too suspect yet. How are things
Like,
out there?
Yeah, what is the
well,
group in the waiting room doing?
I'm trying to become friends with Walter and Walter.
Um, how so?
I'm just asking them so many questions and being sweet. I'm like, "What are you guys from here? Do you guys like working for Miss Tenari? Did you guys did you guys ever get painted?
No. Yes.
Why not?
No.
Wait,
They just
no
responded
to the
to your.
painting?
Yes. No, they're not from here. Yes, they like working for Lady Tanara. And no, they've never been painted.
Why didn't you get painted?
We're not interesting enough.
What does that mean? You are interesting.
No, we believe that we are, but the lady chooses her clientele, uh, and where she pays us, we would not want to commission work from her. She's quite expensive. The lady Freyja will pay for her painting.
What do you mean? Like
Uh,
with
it's a commission.
oh,
She
yeah, well, yeah,
volunteered
I
to sit for
suppose.
a painting. It's a commission, and she's quite expensive. Have you heard the things that are happening out there these days?
No.
Yeah, there's these things called auto brushes, and they replicate the style of real artists. So you really have to support your local artists. And you might fall into a trap for a little while where the auto brush is tempting and you think that you should do something with it. And maybe it gives you like fleeting joy because you get to see like little guys in your life that are
I love
important to
little
you.
guys.
I love little guys too. And listen, I used to use an auto brush all the time, but I decided that that was the wrong thing to do. And that's why I decided to come to work for Lady Tanaran because she paints with a true style. You can't replicate it
Have you
anywhere.
seen her paint?
I've seen her paintings.
But have you seen her paint? How do you
No,
know? What if she's using an auto brush?
don't you
And that's how she
dare!
paints so fast. I'm sorry.
They're
So
gonna like stand up
would
and
you
like
if
the spear that was resting on the shoulder like becomes like they grip it pretty tightly and they take more of a stance of attention. They go, the Lady Tanaran is one of the greatest artists of our generation. She's been disrespected before, and it will not happen again. So please mind your
I'm
tongue.
Yeah, look,
sorry.
look, look. Blue doesn't know what she's talking about. She's always going off about this. She's asking questions all the time. She doesn't really know her place, but rest assured, obviously Tanara is the greatest artist of all time. Uh, and I'll walk off.
You just go,
And I
If
want
you could
and you just walk away.
to, yeah,
would if you had like unlimited money, would you get painted by Tenari?
It's Lady Tanaran. And if I
Sorry,
had
if
unlimited
you had
money,
a
I wouldn't be here.
oh, but she's the greatest artist of all time. Wouldn't you want to
And they're
be
just gonna
painted
like
by
look at
her?
you, Rat. They're gonna like look, they go, like heavy sigh and look over at you, Rat.
yeah. Blue, let's leave him alone.
Oh, okay.
Miss, if there's anything we can get you, water, wine, bread, cheese, more than happy to get that for you. But for the time being, if you have any questions, you can wait for the Lady Tanaran's return, and she'd be more than happy to answer them for you.
Could I get some cheese?
Of course. And they will
Can
walk
you
into a
actually
small.
like wrap the cheese in the bread, or yeah, in the bread, and then maybe like just heat it up a lot so it's like the cheese is melty inside? She loves that.
We will give
You are so
you.
fucking Wisconsin.
We will give you the accoutrement required to do whatever you want with it. And they'll go into like this little ice box and pull out the cheese and bread. Uh, and prepare a small charcuterie board for you. It's very
This
art
is great.
gallery-esque. Rat, you were
Can
going
I
to do
have some
something?
salami? Yeah, I do want to do
Can I have some
something.
salami as a
There are
treat?
there
I
are
do want.
there are no meats. It's just breads and cheeses.
There's no meats.
No meats.
Also, I totally misheard, and I thought you were asking for balami, like salami with like B emoji in front of it.
Or
want
like
balami,
salami
I
made
want
of bologna.
I
I
no,
could
I'm
go
gonna
for some
take
good
out my
ham right now.
my
I'm not gonna
new
lie.
my new magic compass, and I'm gonna just kind of like look at it like I'm looking at like a GPS while I'm driving, like.
The
And
compass.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
mosey on over to the curtain, so I'm like kind of close to where she's painting.
The compass spins and points. It kind of angles to the right and points directly into the curtain.
It
Freya
doesn't point
is
at
wearing
blue.
a magic item, just so you know.
I know
But-
that's
but
why
he
I'm,
might
I'm
not
like,
know
is
that.
this thing really worth it?
Blue is
Oh, I also
also
have-
really wearing a magic item.
I also have a magic instrument that I have used to make horrible flesh amalgamations levitate before. So
Maybe
Anyway,
it's the most magic item that it's pointing toward. I don't know what's happening.
So this
most
compass is
magic.
kind of useless because we have a lot of magic items.
And if you really want to get down to it, the compass itself is a magic item, and so how could it ever itself? Because that would be the nearest thing to it.
No, we tested that. That's fine.
yeah, you tested that. As Freya, you're seated for the portrait, like about another 20 minutes passes. She kind of leans back. And like, yes, Blue.
No,
No, what's up?
I don't know. If I was gonna
Were you gonna do something?
go outside and just scope out the building as a whole.
Oh,
Just do a
sure.
quick perimeter
Okay. Make a perception
and
check.
look for like bodies.
Sure.
Look for dead bodies.
Since you're looking for specific things, make an investigation check.
Or anything, any kinds of missing persons things. I rolled a 19, so that is pretty good. That's a bloody 20 for investigation.
Okay. You make your way around the building, and it's very quiet this time of night. There's nobody else around, and there is like kind of open grass around the building, so you're able to get a full perimeter. Looking closely around the perimeter, you do not find anything near the building itself. You do, however, find a back entrance. So there is a back door that goes in, and it is a hard wooden door with a padlock on it. In the distance, standing, kind of leaning up against a building on the so like there's a you kind of reach the back of the building, you see the door, and you look over, and there's like about 50 more yards of grass, a low stone fence, another road, and then a row of buildings on the far side of that road. So about 75 to 100 yards away. There's just a figure leaning up against a building across the street. And you're just like, you kind of look at them for a minute. You can't see any like affect. It's too dark. And they're kind of silhouetted against a street lamp. But you can see a figure on the far side of the road.
I wave to them.
They do not wave back.
I think what forms does thieves can't take?
In verbal form, I'll say you can like click.
Oh, I was gonna say like hand signals or something.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, cool. Can I just send the hand signal saying
Are you
What's
saying all
up?
deaf people are thieves?
no, not at all. I'm saying it's a cool way to communicate, and I think more people should know how to do it, including myself.
Continue.
It's inherently cool as shit, let's be real. I wish I could do it. Or teach me. Yeah, I'm gonna do a nice little hand signal and just basically saying, and thieves can't, just like, what's up?
They
Friendly.
kind of like they're standing there with their arms crossed. They straighten up and they slip away into the shadows.
That's weird. Can I kind of go see where they were?
You're gonna follow them, or you're just gonna go look at where they are?
Yeah. I'll see where they went first.
Okay. Are you doing so stealthily?
Yes.
Okay. Make a stealth check, and we'll say that this retains the same investigation roll that you made before.
Yeah, okay. Stealth. Scroll down, little sheet. Stealth is going to be a 17.
Yes. So you kind of slink very quietly across the street and avoiding the kind of cylinder of light cast by the street lamp. And with your dirty 20, you kind of look down and see that there's clearly like the turn of a boot in the dirt of the street. So you can see that they went east, but beyond that, it's hard to say. Like they do not leave footprints. Uh,
Damn.
yeah.
Psst, psst. Who are you? I got a question for you. Please?
You receive no response.
Damn.
He was thinking about it though.
I just want to know what's going on in there. If you're trying to rob them, I don't really care. For the record. Are you cool?
Are you no longer being stealthy?
I'm like stage whispering to nothing.
Okay. As you kind of like scan the horizon, actually, we'll come back to that. As Frey.
Oh, before we go back to Freya, can we establish that I am listening from beyond the curtain?
Okay, make a investigation check. See what you can hear.
10.
Okay, you hear catches of conversation.
I'll take.
So I'll
I'm
say
mostly
what you
listening for like screams.
Okay,
or
yeah, that's fair.
something horrible happening.
She's, I'm almost done, darling. Yes, this is really coming out very nice. I really appreciate you agreeing to sit for a painting. You must know that I'm quite expensive.
I was under the impression that I would just be modeling for you and not that this was necessarily a commission.
Oh, all my works are commissions, dear. I'm a Tanarin. Or did you forget that?
How could one forget?
Of course.
Um, so how expensive is it going to be?
But typically, my commissions run in the 10,000 gold range.
Do you have installment plans
Of
available?
course, dear. More than happy to offer a 12-month loan at 26% interest.
Oh, that is quite steep.
Yes. But I'm sure your family would be capable of supporting you.
I'm sorry? My
You
family are farmers.
oh, Ariadne, do we have to continue this charade?
Excuse me?
The nobles of the imperial court are really quite something. You know, when Nikolai's portrait was kept here, it was destroyed in the revolution. I assumed that when I kept my shop here originally and it was burned to the ground, the Imperials would welcome me back in Nikolaistadt with open arms. But instead they decided that the Tanarans had disgraced them by allowing the portrait to be destroyed in the first place. So the third sits on Tomb of Lies, and I come back here to make sure that what was taken from me can be restored, and that what I lost will never be lost again. Art is better that way, better bent by tyrants than and ground by time than destroyed and defaced by people who could care less about it. You do not know what I mean? I know you. I know your whole family. I've seen the people like you. You don't think I noticed your fair complexion the moment you walked into my shop? No, I know you. And I will have you make a Constitution saving throw. She starts uh, painting vigorously on the canvas.
Can I simultaneously, before or after, give an alarm to Blue?
Yeah, I'll say like as she's clearly saying your name, you can like be mentally speaking.
Do I hear any of this?
No, out of 10.
Constitution.
Ooh, Chris.
Constitution, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Oof. You do not feel yourself vanish. You feel yourself more pause. Like your like breath hitches as you hear your name spoken. You kind of get the quick warning out to Blue, like a heartbeat mid beat, and then suddenly weightless, anchorless, soundless. You're not asleep, so to speak. You're not awake either, but all of a sudden you flash forward and you can feel your hand kind of draped on your instrument, perched up in your head, looking up. And as your eyes look up, you can see a smirk from the Lady Tanarin looking down at the canvas. She kind of steps away, takes her thumb and kind of like angles it, but you can feel that you're smiling, but you can't change it. You can see without your eyes, you can hear things, but you can't do anything yet. And then very faintly, almost impossibly so, you can feel like your leg shifting as she just paints like a little bit of your fair skin tone in the lower corner of the canvas as you now feel as though you are trapped in this painting.
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
Can she
Um,
think?
she can think, and you are able to get that wording out to Blue, who
Oh shit.
as so you are kind of like you're doing your loud whispering, and just as you hear this kind of like loud whisper, like looking, what the fuck, or like rather just before you hear this loud whisper, like looking, and you're like shocked because just at the other end of this alley is that same figure, just kind of standing there, in
Menacingly.
exactly. It is exactly. He's just standing there menacingly. And he's standing there at the far end. Like he's wearing this very lean, dark composite armor, very tightly fitted, no ornamentation, just matte black, silent. Kind of have this torn cloak pulled back over their shoulder, and then a faint shimmer on their right hand side as like the light catches on very dark armor. As a kind of, and I'll have you make a perception check to see if you notice it.
15.
It's like a glint of silver of 3 stars kind of stacked on top of each other. Um, you would wager a guess it's some type of imperial symbol. Um, and then you hear like in the kind of cutting through the silence, shh, as a gladius kind of extends out from a sheath, and you can see it glint in the in the light of the and they do not say a word, and then they're gone. And then just as they disappear, you hear Freyja shouting in your mind. And
I'm
as
sprinting.
you stop, as you turn to sprint, um, right from behind you, a black matted gloved hand grabs at your shoulder and just spins you around. And you just see this mask covered down and like matte black hair cascading in front of like white eyes and a matte black eye mask that covers like up to their nose and you can hear like a very soft like a Darth Vader but light breathing on the other side.
Hi. Sorry. Real quick. My friend's in a lot of trouble. I'll come.
Their hand is gripping your shoulder.
Please, you you gotta let me go so I can go help my friend real quick, and then I'll have whatever conversation you want to have. Please.
Are you hit by a 17?
Yes.
Okay.
You're in the clutches of the Chicago Grip Reaper.
All right, that is 7 piercing damage
Ow.
and 5 force damage as they take their sword and shove it into your gut. And then as it just like as it's in your gut, you kind of like keel over just a little bit. And what they basically do with their hand is like boom, like let out just a force of thunder as they basically push you off of the blade and you go careening backward into the wall of the building and they like flick off the blood and take
You just got your
like a
rocked.
bunch of like very slow steps towards you.
I'm
And
just gonna yell out, "Rat, get Freyja!"
Do I hear him?
I
you're
don't think
pretty
I'm too far away.
and he did roll to investigate a 10. He listened for screaming. I will give you that. So Rat, you do hear Blue scream that.
Okay.
So
I would like.
at this
Well, go ahead.
point, I will have everybody roll initiative.
This is
The gang's not
a
looking
three-way
too great.
three-way party split where one of us is not able to move.
Or say anything, or
Yet.
bad.
I got an 11.
I received an 18.
Before we start, I will be right back.
Okay, yeah.
Christopher,
Blue, what did you
Roll
get?
one.
those I so bad 10. Those bracers that I have. Didn't those do something against force damage? My notes got a little bit messed up when I leveled up.
Hold on. Did I message it to you?
I think you
Let me
just
look.
outright told me.
Let's take a short break and I will look. back, and I will say that I will give all of you except Blue a surprise round since. Let me check real quick to see if anybody hears you shouting besides Rat. They do not. So Rat and Kiki can get an attack in before or an action in, a round in before the order of initiative begins.
Does Kiki hear her?
No, but she'll follow your lead.
Okay. I'm going to. So there's just like curtain in front of me, and then behind the curtain is the paintress,
That
right?
yes, that you're aware of.
That I'm aware of / can hear, hopefully, at least distance wise. I'm going to just run into the curtain like this, and I'm gonna try to envelop her in the curtain and like tackle her
Okay.
from like where I heard, because I assumed like I didn't hear what they were saying, but I could like hear which direction she was talking.
I mean,
Like,
It's
uh,
called a Scooby Doo, and it's cool as hell.
I so it's gonna be a high DC because you don't know where she is and you have a general idea. But it is within like, are you gonna be looking for her or are you guessing?
I guess I'm looking. Well,
I think you're guessing because if you're running with the thing in front of you,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm changing my thing. I
Okay.
am going to just like run into the curtain. How's it held up?
By a rod, like a traditional curtain. A tension rod specifically.
Like,
Still
are there
be.
like rings?
Yeah.
How strong do they look?
They look like a normal curtain rod.
Okay. I'm just gonna go like Kiki. Follow my lead. Do exactly what I do. Okay. Same time.
exactly as I do.
You're killing it with the
And I'm
SpongeBob
gonna
references.
run towards the curtain and just try to like tear it down on top of her, the whole thing. And I want Kiki to help so that we have extra weight to like hopefully help tear it down.
Okay. So because you're not looking, you can make effectively an attack roll with disadvantage. Um, and but because you are using two people, I will say if you succeed, you will have restrained her. So that's the trade-off. So you have to
Yeah.
make it a disadvantage because you're not looking, but because you are using two people, you will restrain her by the end of it.
I changed my mind actually. Completely. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk to the other side. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, how's it going?"
You're okay. You walk in and you see that Freyja is not there, but you do see that Tanarin is standing beside the portrait with her in it. And Tanarin like looks up and she goes, "Oh, I do wish you hadn't done that. I'm still somehow giving you a surprise round."
You know who else has a
Now,
surprise round? Kiki.
now I'm gonna run at her, and I'm gonna take the curtain, and I'm gonna pull it like a shower curtain, and I'm gonna try to wrap her up in the curtain, like in one motion. I'm gonna like take the curtain, and then I'm gonna run on the opposite side of her, so like I can kind of like tackle her down and like wrap her up vertically,
like a spider would do.
like a no,
Oh,
not like that
I'm
at all.
I'm gonna say that you like even though you can see her now, you still have disadvantage because you're losing the element of surprise and you're attempting to both grapple and restrain in the same turn.
With the curtain, though.
They're different things.
It's an attack roll.
Yes.
I got a 17.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. As you basically like see this, you kind of tilt your head, blink, blink, and you grab the curtain and you rush around, and you are able to get it wrapped around her. And as you are doing so, she starts shrieking like, "Ah, you fiend!" And you can see her visage start to drop, and she starts to turn from this elven woman with tumbling blonde hair. And realistically, like her beauty and her hair remains very much the same, but I can't think of a better term than below the belt. Below the belt, her legs start to combine and
Waist.
merge, and there it is, waist,
Right.
into a twisting snake-like body. As she
Buddy, we got
reveals,
a lamia.
as she reveals herself as a lamia, and she is, however, restrained. That is, however, definitely your turn.
Okay, and I'm just gonna like just be doing this, and I'm gonna yell at Kiki. I'm gonna go, "She's some kind of snake, bitch."
Um, and
Shoot her.
so attack rolls against her have advantage, and her attacks have disadvantage. And they also have dexterity on saving throws, dexterity saving throws. Kiki is going to run in after you, and like she's quickly followed by the two guards, who you kind of like. You've got um, uh, Tanar in your grip, and you can see that the two figures pulling, like coming out from behind the curtain with their spears drawn, are also dropping their facades as like their heads turn into these long, teeth-filled snouts like jackals, and their arms become much more spindly, and their bodies, like their suits, give way to fur, and they like kind of growl, "I dare ya!" And Kiki is going to take her two shots at whatchamacallit, um, at Tanarin. And she, wow, meets it, beats it with a 13. And then she's going to take her second shot. Wow, two 13s. Which means she's going to do 2d10 plus 10.
This is exciting.
Scared for my life.
Yeah, so she's going to do
Yeah, that's
16
valid.
plus 10, 26 damage to her. So she very quickly like pulls through the curtain. One shot, quick reload. Two shots as boom, boom, blood, kind of green and sickly, splatters over your face, rat. As we begin the traditional initiative order, with one of the guards who kind of comes careening around the curtain and is going to attempt to stab you in the back, rat, with their spear.
You can't stab a rat in the back.
Are you hit by a 12?
Don't believe I am. No.
Okay. It is now the Tanarin's turn. And they are going to attempt to break their restraint, which will be a contested strength check. So she's going to roll strength against your strength. Brett.
Nice strength. Womp womp. 9.
She rolled a 3. So that is going to be her turn, as she can't go anywhere else. So now it is
I
Kiki's.
imagine I'm like on her like a gator.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yes, and she's like her tail is just whacking against your back like repeatedly, but she can't get enough leverage. It is now Kiki's turn again, and she's going to shoot at the. She's gonna basically like turn her attention to the like she basically like shoots twice at Tanara and then sees the guard come up and like try to stab you in the back. She's gonna quickly turn her rifle towards them and shoot at them twice, and they again hit with both. And that is going to be 6 plus 5, 10, 16 damage to the first one that came through there. It is technically Freyja's turn. Freyja, would you like to try something?
Yes, I would like to try something incredibly stupid. As a bonus action, being an astral elf, I can starry step and magically teleport myself 30 feet to where I can see. Can I see out of the canvas?
You said that she could see a smirk.
Yes, you could see like her, but you cannot see around her. It's like you can't
Well,
see
isn't
the
she? Isn't
environment
she on the
around her.
ground now, being grappled?
But you can't see that. Like basically, like you had like this view of her looking down at you, but it all looked like murky beyond that. Like you don't actually have a view of
So
the
I can't.
terrain.
So I can't see anything else.
Yeah, you don't have the terrain or anything of that nature.
Can Freyja to do an Arcana check to see if she can?
That feels like cheating.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to bargain with God here.
If I only could deal with God, don't see a strike.
As a guide, I'll give you a freebie. You can effectively cast anything that doesn't require verbal or semantic components.
That is most spells.
Yep.
Especially as a bard.
Yeah. So well, okay. So I'm in this like painting world.
You're in a painting.
Can I move in the painting or no?
You
Is
cannot
this
move.
not like a? Well, I thought it would be a cool haunted painting, but I guess not.
Think hard about your values and beliefs.
How about I hold my action, i.e., look through all my spells and see what I'm able to cast?
Okay, what are you holding your action for? Figuring out
Finding
something
a
you could do.
spell I can cast.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair.
Buying time to figure out something.
The guards that came through, one of the guards that came through the curtain is going to attack. Sorry, go ahead, Freya.
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do performance of creation? Because it never explicitly says that I need to be able to speak. Do I know what I'll create? No.
In this circumstance, I will allow it because it would kind of suck if you just literally can't do anything. But I do want to set the precedent that, like in traditional, it's a song of creation that you would have to theoretically sing.
Then you know what? I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Do I get the ability to make a saving throw of some kind?
Nope. But there is a way to get.
Interesting.
There is a way to get you out. There is a way to get you out. But
From the inside?
hard to say.
Okay, I'm gonna enter my mind palace.
Okay. I like you guys decided to sit for a bit.
No. I knew what would happen. I knew this was a possibility.
Okay, so one of the first guards is going to attack Kiki. They do hit. And they're just gonna so that'll be 1d6 plus 2, which is 4 damage to Kiki. And then 2 more of the other figures are going to come around the corner bearing like short blades. And they're just going to come swinging for you, Rat. The 2 of them. Boston's the guy. The first one does not hit. The second one, are you hit by 16?
Wait,
Rat.
me?
Yes, 16.
16 meets it, beats it.
4 slashing damage. And then it is your turn. So just to lay the groundwork here, there are now 4 guards in the room. One of them is bleeding profusely from the shoulder, having been shot by Kiki, and you have grappled and restrained Tanarin. I will say for your edification that if you let go, she will still be restrained, but the DC for her to escape from a curtain will be much, much less.
What if I like one arm restrain her with the other arm, like use a gun or something?
You will roll a disadvantage.
That's fine. I'm going to shoot at the guy who looks pretty bad.
The guy right
and I'm
behind
gonna
you?
shout it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just shout to Kiki like, "Yo, like, take care of the guards. We don't know how to get the fuck out of that Peyton. I feel like she's the only one that's gonna know how, and I'm gonna shoot at one of the guards."
Okay, roll to hit.
22.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Wherever he said he like had a bad part of his arm.
Yeah, you like shot in the shoulder.
Oh, I'm just gonna shoot him there again, so his arm blows clean off and he just bleeds to death on the ground.
So yeah, you're shouting at Kiki. You've got like her held with one hand. You basically like turn around, barely looking, toof, over the shoulder, and you hear like a as the arm thumps across the floor, and the spear clatters from his hand, and he just defaults to the floor, defeated. A pool of crimson blood starts to pool around him.
How hot does Kiki think that was?
Very. It is now the second guard's turn. They will attack Kiki and hit and deal 6 damage to her with their spear. And then Blue, it is your turn. So you are about 100 yards away from the back door of this location, and about 150 yards away or more, 175 from the front door. And you are kind of like at the moment, poof, hurled up against this rock, kind of reeling a bit from your head hitting the stone, and this figure is just like walking towards you with a
Does he have a
mask.
walking
And
stick that echoes ominously every time he takes a step?
no, he looks sick as hell. Like this guy looks cut and lean.
He looks so cool.
Yeah, he looks sick as
Okay.
hell. He's got matte black armor, like a mask over his face and a small black visor. And then as he steps into the light, you can see him pretty clearly. He has a kind of this tattered cloak, and indeed, it is the 3-stacked star of the Empire. And they say nothing as they step into the light.
Hate that. I'm just gonna fucking bolt, dude. I'm double dashing toward the building. I
Okay.
get actually no, I think I can triple dash.
You can use your cunning action to dash, and then use
Cunning
your movement.
action
So
triple
you can
dash, yeah.
So you can get to the back door.
Maybe a triple.
Right. Yeah, so I would like to do that.
Hold on one second. Okay, yeah. So you make it about halfway to the building, but you're a decent ways away from it. You're 90 feet away from him. Are you going to dash with your action as well and get 180 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Or no, 120 feet. 120 feet. Okay. Doing anything else with your turn?
Am I to the back door?
Not quite. You use your movement next turn to get there.
Okay. That's all I can do.
Okay, cool. It is now the last guard's turn. They're going to stab at you, Rat, and they definitely hit and deal 5 piercing damage. With that, it is the Dark Figure's turn. And with that,
He's gonna do something so cool that'll be so bad for me.
With that, it is the Tanarin's turn.
What did he do? Chris, what did he do? What did he do, Chris?
And so Tanarin is going to attempt to break the hold. Oh, nat 20. So you can still attempt to break it because it is a contested strength throw. It's not an immediate success.
I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, so she just basically like, unhand me, you peasant! And she is going to reel on you, and like you're kind of like tossed to the ground a little bit, and she just like slithers up to her full form, like she towers over you, and she just like, she will be in that painting forever, and you're next. And with that, it is Kiki's turn, and Kiki is going to take a couple of shots. She misses with one. Oh! Nat 20 with the other one.
Let's go.
And with the other guard, let's see if we double the dice here. What happens? Oh, fuck yeah. That's a 9 plus 6, 15 plus 10. Yeah. So, Rat, you're like tossed onto the ground. And you look up and you see Tanarin in her full Lamia form. And then, like, the guard that was holding the spear at you and just attempted to and had dealt some damage to you, and you just watch as it's like pulling up again to go down and stab you while you're down on the ground, as its head just push, and like basically the bullets like pull up on its whole snout and just like ricochets it open, and you can see it kind of like dangling at the hinges almost as it stumbles back and starts to choke on the blood, and it tumbles to the floor as Kiki kills it in one shot. And with that, it is Freyja's turn.
I have thought of nothing to do, and I even cheated a little bit and looked up bard spells filtered by doesn't need verbal or somatic components. Yeah, there's none.
Oh,
Oh.
Chris, I would like to, if you'll allow it, go into my mind palace
mhm.
and make an arcana check to think, how would a 10 out of 10 big juicy rack, just incredible woman get out of an enchanted painting?
Sure.
If you'll
You could have taken off the first half of that.
Yeah.
but much like Tanarin, I
Remember,
am
we
a
said don't make
painter,
it weird when you're playing a girl.
but my brush as words.
Okay. Go ahead. Make your Arcana check.
And what if I told you I
Mm-hmm.
got a 5?
Mm-hmm. I would say that you are panicking at the moment, and you're
At
not
the
really
Just that
sure how, if at all, you're going to get out of this scenario. You don't know what's happening on the other side of this canvas. You only know that you are powerless at the moment.
Okay. Can I see anything?
You cannot. You see like a murky astral abyss.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on myself.
Okay.
Can I see anything now?
No,
Does it help?
it does
There's
not.
no objects that
No,
are outlined in my cube. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I sat for a painting from somebody who is obviously very suspicious. It's okay. We live with the consequences of our
Hey,
actions.
it confirmed our suspicions that
It
she's
did.
bad.
I'm really glad that I am going to be stuck in this painting forever, but at least our suspicions will be confirmed.
Uh,
Yeah, and we'll have
the-
a nice picture of you to remember you by.
the first guard is going to attack Kiki. They miss. The other cultist guard is going to attack Rat. They miss. But the second one does hit and deals 4 slashing damage. And with that, Rat, it is your turn. Kind of push yourself back up on your feet. You've got Tanarin right in front of you, and the 2 guards on either side of her. Just like kind of like cloak wearing individuals brandishing scimitars.
Okay. Can I, in one action, grab the painting of Freyja and also shoot?
Sure.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
huge.
with my left hand grab the painting of Freyja, just kind of like keep it by my side, and then I'm gonna use my right hand to shoot the lady, the snake lady.
Okay.
Snake.
Freya, you notice.
Wait. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Freya, you notice this like giant hand coming. Like you see like nothing but murky abyss, and then all of a sudden a hairy white hand coming down and just like
Harry?
yanking. Yeah, you've got Rat's got
Me?
hairy arms.
How much?
And very clearly wearing a leather jacket of some kind. And you can see that it just like grabs the painting, and then all of a sudden, like you see like hurtling past you, like you think you catch a glimpse of like the edge of an easel, and then nothingness once again. Um, and then all of a sudden, like the side of a leather jacket, anything. It's like it's clearly very close to the painting. And then Rat, go ahead and take your shot.
I'm gonna do a. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm gonna do a kind of big mode action.
Oh, big
Uh,
mode.
big mode. I'm gonna shoot her with a trick shot. The winging shot. So on a hit, they have to make a strength saving throw, or they are knocked prone.
Rat's just like parkour.
Yeah, basically. I got a 15.
You
for
ever
that.
jump through the air while firing a gun and say
that hits and they fail the strength saving throw.
Cool. They are
All
knocked prone.
Okay.
And also
You ever
that does
jump through the
damage.
air while firing 2 guns and saying
call her Jeff from Community the way you just wing her.
So true.
Winger, I
Uh,
hardly know her.
I won Dungeons and Dragons,
got my hot
and it was
take.
advanced.
What
With
is
what?
the? Oh, okay. 8. It
8
does
damage?
8 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then I will action surge to do another shot on her.
Okay.
No, actually, sorry, on the guard next to her.
Okay.
Boop, that's that one.
Okay. Unfortunately, you quickly like kind of grab the canvas and like use it to push away, and then poof, fire one shot at Tanara, and it catches right in her shoulder. Ah! She shrieks as she pulls her hand back, ready to claw at you with her claws. And then you immediately kind of turn to dodge. And as you're turning, you like pull back on the trigger on the what's it called? This part of the gun,
Hammer.
the hammer. Pull back on the hammer to take another shot, and it fizzles out just a little bit as it poof backfires in your face. And with that, it is the second guard's.
Actually, with the nat 1, it would also misfire.
Oh, okay. So it misfires.
Which I forgot how that works.
I will do it that it deals you 1 fire damage.
Okay.
No.
With that, it is the second guard by Kiki's turn. They do hit. Do not do a lot of damage. They're just poking her with spears. And with that, Blue, it is your turn.
Can I get to the back door?
You sure can.
Can I pick the lock?
That could be your action, yeah. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
That's a 12.
That is actually enough. It was a DC
Oh,
10,
thank God.
fairly easy. Like it is a rusted lock. It was clearly been here forever. As you mess with it, you're like, they didn't put this here. Like this has clearly been a lock that's just like sat here. And you just like you managed to just like you basically know that if you put enough leverage and boom, the lock just drops off and shatters to the floor. Like a lot of rust kind of sprays everywhere. And you kick the door open. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna try to just
Oh.
like at least be inside the
Yeah.
building.
You kick the door open and you kind of step onto a staircase that descends down into a stone staircase that descends down into the space, and you have full view of everything. So you can see Rat. You basically like kick the door down just as Rat's gun misfires and blows up in his face. He's got this giant snake woman in front of him, 2 guards brandishing daggers, or the scimitars rather, and 2 dead jackal like jackal humans scattered across the floor, and then the 2 kind of like stabbing at Kiki as she dodges left and right and tries to like kick the spears away with her gun.
I think that's my whole turn, yeah.
Okay. It is now.
I think it is. There's nothing else I can do, right?
Yeah. It is now
I'm so-
somebody else's turn, and then it is Tanarin's turn.
What does he
and
do,
they-
Christopher?
Are going to attempt to attack you, Rat. Are you hit by a 13?
New.
Okay. They swing at you. You manage to deftly dodge it out of the way, but are you hit by an 18?
Yes.
Okay. That will be. Wow, you got lucky. 4 slashing damage.
Take it.
And with that, it is Kiki's turn. And she is going to attempt to shoot at the 2 guards in front of her. She misses with the first shot and hits with the second shot. And that is, wow, enough to kill another one of the guards. And now it is Freyja's turn.
What am I gonna do?
Okay. It is now the 2 guards next to Rat. They're going to swing at you. The first one misses. The second one misses. Rat, it is your turn.
Okay. I will shoot the other guard.
Okay.
I guess first I'll do a little second wind action just to do it. Why not? You know, I'll heal for 5.
That does not
Okay.
hit.
No.
Oh.
Sorry, that was second. Second one was I healed for
Oh.
5.
Got it.
And then I'll shoot him. And that's gonna be a 17.
That will hit.
Okay, 5 damage.
Okay. Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Okay. It's now the third guard next to Kenny's turn. They miss. Blue.
Is can I take a quick glance behind me? Is that guy still there?
Not that you can see.
Oh God. Okay, so what's directly below me?
A staircase. You're closest to. You can get to Tanara and the 2 guards that are around Rat.
Can I do an Assassin's Creed drop from a balcony stab?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. That is an. I need to scroll. 16.
That hits. And
Yes,
you
thank
do
God. That was
also
gonna be
get
so embarrassing.
sneak attack for Rat being right there.
Yay. And I don't think she was really expecting me to do that at all. All right. So that is going to be 7 damage plus an additional. There's a D8. I'll roll it twice like a peasant. 7 damage, so a total of 14 damage.
Okay. You leap off of the staircase and drive, and like Rat, you watch as a blue streak just comes into view as Blue basically does like a Black Widow and wraps her legs around the throat of Tanarin and just drives 2 glitching purple daggers into her neck, and
Can
it
I
just shrieks out.
wait? Can I just for fun do a bonus action and do another psychic blade to do an additional stab
Yeah,
of
sure.
damage?
Mm-hmm.
I do not need to make as a bonus action. Oh no, I still think I need to roll.
Okay.
That's only a 10.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. I try
Uh,
to attack again, but she does something.
okay. It is now her turn, and she is going to claw at you. Are you hit by a 16?
Who, me?
Yes.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay. That is going to be 9 slashing damage,
Ow.
and she will attempt
Already
to
hurt.
then use her other one against Rat, but she misses. And with that, it is Kiki's turn. They're going to shoot twice at the 2 guards nearest you guys. Hits with 1. Oh, hits with the other 2. And so Rat, you doof, doof, shoot at the cultist, and then you just watch one of as you're you grimace as one of them sails past her head, and then you see Blue drive the daggers in, and she just keeps stabbing into the throat of Tanarin, and then the 2 guards who are about to swing at you again just get poof. One bullet sails across their throat as blood just spurts out, and the other one pulled into the gut, and they both drop down as Kiki basically shoves the butt of her rifle into the guard closest to her. Doof doof takes out 2 from the field, and immediately turns to take a 3rd shot. But with that, we'll skip Freyja and go directly to Rat.
Sorry,
The 2
Freyja.
guards are still up.
No, they're dead. So it's just
Oh, okay.
Tanarin and 1 guard close to Kiki.
There's 1 guard left.
But they're by Kiki.
Yeah.
Only Tanarin
Oh,
is right in front of you.
Okay, then I will let Kiki take care of that, and I'm just going to go up to Tumbro, and I'm gonna Tanarin.
Tambourine.
I'm gonna take my gun out, and I'm just gonna walk up to her and put it directly against her if I can,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna go. How do you get her the fuck out the painting?
Why the fuck should I tell you?
You're
She is
outnumbered.
preserved, imperial bitch.
Did I know that she was Imperial? I don't think I did.
You did not, as you can make an intimidation check to attempt to do so.
Oh damn. Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. You put the gun like right up against her. Well, she's too tall for you to do that. So you do kind of like you basically like put it up towards her chin, and she goes, "You let me go."
Yeah, we'll let you go. I'm lying.
Make a deception check.
like a liar.
Deception 18.
Fine. There's a word. You need only speak the word, and it'll teleport them out of it. The word is recall. And Freyja, you like find yourself just like suddenly like kind of slammed down into the footstool again, and you just look around kind of frantically and like just like feel yourself, make sure you're all good. And you look at Rat, who has the gun like up towards this just ginormous snake woman's like throat. And you're like,
Can I fire the gun?
And I'm also like on this woman's
yeah.
head.
Yeah, I'll say that because you have you've deceived her appropriately, you can get a critical hit.
18.
Okay.
18 damage.
She goes reeling backward, and Blue, you actually kind of get tossed off as the bullet like just pulls, and it just like you could see that it's still embedded in her chin, like clearly cracked through the bone, and just blood is pouring down her skin. You'll pay for that. And anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Reload my gun
Okay.
as I walk towards her.
It is now the other guard's
Damn.
turn, and they're going to swing a Kiki. They hit and deal lots more that time. 7 damage, and then Blue.
I'm gonna scramble and stab her.
Okay, roll to hit.
Ooh, that first one for sure hits. That is a 23.
That hits.
Do I get sneak attack on this?
Yeah, because Rat's right in front of her.
I love that for me. So 7 damage plus 8 damage, 15 damage, and then I'm going to offhand attack,
Okay,
stab again. That's something I can do every turn. I didn't realize.
as a bonus action, yeah.
Yes. And that is going to be a 23 again.
That hits.
No, 24. And then that is a smaller amount of damage. That is 4 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh. Can I like leap on her back and like hold her in place while like Freyja can at least whack her or something?
Yeah, you watch Freyja as Blue jumps onto her shoulders and takes like her glitching purple knife and like just you watch as she drags it across her throat, and though no blood is spilled, she just shrieks, "Ah! Ah!" And you can see that her mind begins to split, and you see a perfect opportunity to get into the final blow.
Thank you for this. This is very cool. I will performance of creation. We're going fucking to Wacky Street on this one, and we're making a giant anvil with performance of creation, which is coming to come down and smash your head.
Nice. You're a and like her tongue, her long snake tongue, like
And her eyes turn into little X's.
exactly, yes, as she keels over,
And then
and you
birds
just
go around her head.
yeah,
We
and you
stab her a
hear
little extra just to make sure she's dead.
You hear the final guard just go, "No, Tanarin!" And Blue, anything else with your turn?
I'm gonna just look over at that guard and just be like, "Sup?" In a threatening way, in a cheerfully threatening way.
Sure. Uh, you kind of like, he kind of like stares at you, and then all of you hear a as this small sphere bounces down the steps. Um,
Smoke bomb.
it's small, copper-like, and it has a small, like kind of like clear blue gem at the center, and this like starburst starts to emit from it and kind of like spins in a little disco pattern around the room, and then all of a sudden, like high-pitched ringing as the light envelops everything, and Freyja, you can just see before the the end, like the burst, like kind of it consumes the room. The anvil that you created just disappears in a moment, and Rat, you feel this weird static in your boots as they kind of like fizzle out and die.
An EMP?
I haven't been wearing my boots. Just
Oh, you're not wearing your boots yet? Okay.
No.
Then Blue, you feel this weird static in your gloves as your gauntlets as they kind of like fizzle out and die. Um, and Blue, you're kind of like you come to, and you like blink your eyes away, and standing between you and Freyja is that same matte black armor figure. And they are just going to take a slash at without birds at Freyja.
What?
Are you hit, Freyja, by a 17?
Sure am.
Okay.
D-Hot
That
down.
is going to be 6 piercing slashing damage and 5 force damage.
Damn.
Okay.
And they are just going to be on you. And you hear Kiki shout, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I'm just screaming at him to stop.
And then it is Kiki's turn. And she is just going to turn her gun toward that figure and take a shot because the other guard has decided to run off at the sound of the detonation, and they are going to take a shot at them. And they are going to, that does hit. So she's going to make 2 shots. The first one does not hit. Oh, so the first one hit. The second one also hits. So that is going to be 20 damage.
20 damage.
And then Freyja, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to look at the hooded figure, and I'm going to
Not hooded,
attempt
masked.
masked, excuse me. And I'm going to attempt to cast suggestion and say, "Stop fighting with us." And I do believe because I am using my instrument to help cast the spell that I get advantage on that. But I don't think I'm actually the one who rolls for it.
How would you get advantage on that?
Well, right now I'm seeing if okay. I wouldn't. It just needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What is the DC?
The DC, my sweet friend, is 14.
Okay. They do succeed.
Silvery barbs.
Yay!
Okay.
And I'll
Oof.
give
They
blue
succeed
advantage
higher.
on the next thing. Oh, well.
Sorry.
Bummer.
I have blue advantage. That's
You
a
have
blue
blue
advantage.
You find that
Right.
as you kind of like play your instrument, it sounds out of tune, and like the magic like feels very odd.
Do I recognize this person at all?
They're wearing a mask, so no, you cannot.
Oh, well.
What's their hair situation?
It's like tossed black matte, like very like matte black hair, like tossed back and long in like either direction, and then in the back, kind of pulled into a tight little pony.
Okay. We have one more, maybe? Never mind, that's an action to cast. But you know it's a bonus action to cast? Because I sure don't.
Healing word.
Sure, yeah, let's do that. The word is healing.
Yay!
To whom?
Blue.
Okay.
You gain 1d4 plus 6 hit points.
Do I roll?
Yes.
1d4
Okay.
plus 6, really, for healing word?
Sorry, no, spellcasting ability modifier, not spell.
Yeah.
1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4, so
Great.
not for me.
Okay. With that,
Let's do math.
it is Rat's turn.
I have a multi-step process in mind.
What else is new?
But the first thing I'm gonna do is just go up to the paintbrush, or like she had like a little painter's
Palette.
a palette. That's what it's called. I'm gonna go up to those things, and I'm gonna take out my compass and like put it like right next to them. Does it point to them?
It does not.
Okay. Well, that's that.
You were going to try to stuff this
I was
man
gonna
in
paint this guy into a
painting.
painting, but then I forgot that he just made magic, not a thing. How strong does his armor look?
It's very nice armor. Like, tactical. You, uh, this guy means business. You can very clearly tell.
And his whole self is covered in this armor.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to use my second grit point. And I'm going to... He's been doing a fuckload of damage every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to do another trick shot. I'm going to do a forceful shot. So they have to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet back.
Okay.
And that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That'll be 2 damage.
Okay.
I feel like this
And-
gun is really bad.
You can upgrade it. And 15
Maybe
DC,
so.
you said?
Yeah.
They fail. So Freyja, you are kind of like, you just immediately get slashed, and you kind of like hold up your hands to block it, and they cut straight across your arm. And then you like pull your hands down, and you see poof, a shot collide and like buries itself in the armor. You can still see the slug like kind of dented into this kind of like matte black armor, and he gets ground against the floor, 15 feet back away from you. And you can see that his head tilts, and you can't see their eyes. There's a visor covering their eyes, more like goggles than visor, and they exactly, and you can see that their head tilts in the direction of Rat, where the shot came from.
I might just kind of looking around. Are there any more like paintings of people in this space?
No.
Those were like maybe kept somewhere else.
The gallery.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. All right.
But that is at a different location, right? That is like still
Yes.
open, or like still at least there.
It's closed, but still there. Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna shout, "Run!" run! And I'm gonna fucking sprint in the other direction.
Oh, like leaving the place?
Yeah,
Okay.
not fucking with Imperials.
All right. So Rat starts to run. Blue, what are you doing?
I am I still next to this guy?
He's about 10 feet away from you now.
15.
Well, based on where you started.
Oh,
Um, I don't want to leave Freya or Kiki though.
Kiki's
I'm
further
gonna
away.
stab him.
Kiki is further away. She's in the doorway. It's just you and Frey who are right by him. And Rat's now
I can
45.
escape.
Rat is 45 feet away from him, and Kiki's in the doorway about 45 feet away from him.
All right. Well, I can cunning action disengage when I need to, so I'm gonna stab this guy.
Okay.
That is a 16,
That does not hit.
and offhand is less than that.
So you kind of like run in, and he just like sidesteps both times, and then like on your second strike, he just like holds up his hand, and you're basically like collide with it to stab, and you kind of like sorry,
I'm
uh,
scared.
as
Sorry. Be my
is
friend instead of trying to stab me.
it is now their turn. And Freya and Blue, you are the first to see um, as he's just kind of standing there, like holding up his fist to block the dagger being dealt by Blue. Freya, you're kind of like just about 10 feet away. And right next to you, this figure kind of steps into view. And you can still see the figure in front of Blue, and then you can see that it kind of steps in front of into like your peripheral, doing the same motion. A twin.
We've got an Echo Knight.
And Freya, you make a history check.
17.
You like sit there, and all of a sudden, it just kind of like you can feel your pulse start to quicken, and you just hear this like rushing in your ears as you start to panic. You can feel like the hair on your arms start to stand up, and these not quite goosebumps, but just like the itching underneath your skin, like you want to pull it off with your fingernails, as you can just feel the tension and the anxiety of something that you have seen before. You have seen something just like this, different, but feels familiar. And that Echo, as you described it, is going to attack you. Are you hit by a 12? I don't think you are.
No, Diva up.
Okay. Uh, with that, it's Kiki's turn. And she goes, "Oh my god, I am not fucking dying here. Let's go, you two." And they are going to take a shot. They miss with the first shot, hit with the second one, and deal 9 damage. And so you hear a whoosh from the gun as it catches in its shoulder, and the figure kind of like. And Frey, you witness as both of the figures. So like she shoots at the one in front of Blue, and you witness as like both figures like ricochet back just a little bit. They mirror each other's movements perfectly. Um, and she splits behind the curtain. She is out, and it is now your turn, Freya.
Can you tell me where I recognize this from? Probably in a DM.
Yeah.
Gonna be like,
boy.
oh yeah, you remember from watching your whole family get murdered or something like that.
It's a real Renoir situation.
What?
Ring
What?
woo, mes amis.
Mon ami.
Declare is so fucking obscure.
I'm so good at flying.
Step, you beat both of those axons yet?
I
Oh yeah, you
have.
did. 'Cause you beat the Painteress.
I am now able to go diving with Esquier. Basically I'm doing all of the last minute things before I go do other things.
Yep.
You're in Act 3, right?
Yeah.
Some of it's really hard.
Mhm. I'm going to meet another Axon. They're stepping.
That's
The
a
big
good place.
steppy.
Does that provide clarity to you, Dolan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, time to go. I am going to attempt to cast Entangle on them
Okay.
or on the ground where they are.
And is that
Uh,
what saves that?
Strength.
Okay. Oh, Nat 1.
Well, they certainly don't beat my 14 then.
Okay. You watch as like Freyja frantically kind of backs up, plucks a few notes, and they sound difficult and they sound forced, as if they're like kind of working their way through this like mud in the air. But inevitably, as she continues to pluck, roots spring up from the ground and start to wrap around the figure's ankles.
I will look at Blue and say, "Time to go, sweetie," and then I
I know.
will get away as fast as I can, which I guess is 30 feet, and then I will bonus action Starlight myself another.
Okay, yeah, so you make your way out of the building, um, where you're basically like on top of Kiki at this point. Um, Rat, it is your turn. Are you doing anything?
A place I never wanted to be.
Are you doing anything, or are you just hightailing it out of there?
I'll shoot first, but then yeah, I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's probably gonna miss 7.
That does not hit. You're like frantic, like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Fire a shot, and it
Yeah.
just you fire. Actually, what I will say, you fire at the. You see the echo, and you fire at the echo, and you watch as it just sails through its head to the other side, dealing no damage.
Sounds good. Yep, I'm running.
Blue, it's your turn.
Bonus action disengage, and I run.
Okay. You look over your shoulder as you get to the doorway, like the curtain, and you see the figure, like you can watch it, this almost like spectral form kind of float over to its untangled echo and just starts walking towards you. But it takes its time. And so I will say that all of you kind of dash again and flee the building. And as you look over your shoulder, you just see the figure standing in the doorway, um, like looking at you all from afar as we
Not
effectively.
moving.
No, they stand in the doorway.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. That guy's really scary. I don't
What
like
the
him.
fuck? What the fuck did you invite into our space?
I I keep running.
Yeah, we're circling very quickly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to have a big talk once we get back to the Ratmobile.
Hey, can we go to the gallery and then say the recall thing and then just fucking go?
Yeah.
Like we leave this planet.
Yes.
Again.
Sorry. Well, wait, we gotta find Argus.
Argus is still here.
Fuck.
Let's go to
Okay, so
gallery, get this shit done, and then we'll reconvene at the Ratmobile.
Okay.
All right. You
That guy
all
stabbed me.
head to the gallery.
Fucking hurt.
It's not locked because a tent cannot be locked, but it is not guarded. And you head inside and you find that there are 12 paintings inside. Hold on, let me go back to my notes.
I think you said there were 75 paintings in there.
I did not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paintings. Sorry, 6. There's another canvas, but it is unfinished.
There's a big thunderstorm happening outside.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
see that.
Oh, I wish. I had one.
Yeah, I'll just go recall, 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 recall.
Um,
Total recall.
Total recall.
um,
Arnold's there.
you watch as like this well-dressed man stumbles forward. Oh my gods above, by the drowned choir, thank you! I've been trapped in that painting for a month! And then down the figure there is a woman who trips backwards and stumbles, and she removes like this like Phantom of the Opera mask, and just I don't even like masks. Why did she paint you with a mask? And then there is another man who kind of trips out. And he's got a bunch of coins, and he goes 10. Oh my god! I can finally stop counting. Um, a small child unspooling a red ribbon. Have you seen me, Mum? And then a man with a copper pipe. Uh, oh, Caroline! Caroline! And Caroline! And then finally, a middle-aged gnome woman in a threadbare robe comes tripping out. Her like hands are dusty with dirt, and she's like clutching a basket of white lilacs. And she goes, "Gods above, you found us. You saved us."
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't know if anybody else wants to
Yeah.
step in here, but I would urge you to go back
Hey,
to your homes, and we're gonna leave. But Rad's crew saved you. Don't forget it.
Oh,
Rat
John
crew.
Wynn told us to look for you.
Oh,
Joan.
Joan, where is she? She didn't leave the city, right? Oh, I knew that girl would fit.
She was I met her at the Blackwood Brew.
Oh, please, we'll go find her there at once. If you meet us there, we'll try to pay you, please.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. We got some things to
Blue?
take care of.
No,
What?
not right now.
Okay.
Timetable.
they all start
Yeah.
to disperse. But they like a lot of them keep coming up and like clasping your hands and thanking you and like holding and doting on you and taking a very long time.
Um, just a second. I'm gonna duck away and look for a cash box.
Yeah,
I'm bleeding a lot, by the way.
go ahead and make an investigation check, Blue.
13.
Yeah, it takes you a bit of time, but you do expect to go to the gate, like the little ticket box when you first walk in, um, and you find not only the 15 gold that you paid to get in, but an additional 55 gold from the previous
I
day's
just
entries.
slap it against Rat's chest. Be like, look, we got money.
Are you giving it to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it and then give you 15 gold.
Not right now.
Friends, we are being pursued by an assassin.
That's an assassin?
Yes, that's fair. We should go to the
He tried
Ratmobile.
to kill all of us, so yes, that's an assassin.
Wow. I never thought I'd be important enough for an assassin.
All right, you all head back to the
You,
Ratmobile.
you might not be.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yes.
You all okay?
Yes.
We'll head back on the way out. I'm just gonna go. Rat McScriff. Remember the name. Remember the name. Rat McScriff and his crew. And then I'll leave.
Okay.
I can't wait till we
Uh,
go corporate and we're McScriff Industries.
You all make it back to the Ratmobile without issue. Um, Luckily, you also find that Argus is there.
Yay!
Yes.
How convenient.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Argus, things are bad.
Oh, really? What makes you say that? He's gonna
That's
be
not
Irish.
horrible.
He's gonna be Irish.
My multiple stab wounds.
Also mine.
What the?
I'm
What
feeling
the?
okay.
What the devil happened to you all?
Imperial assassin trapped in a painting. Bad time.
What?
I got trapped in
got-
a painting.
I just got
There's
back
an Imperial
myself.
assassin.
Yeah, are we gonna fucking
So-
talk about this?
Yes, we need to have a conversation, which we can do once we are in orbit, or not here.
In space.
Yes. So, I don't know if you guys want to leave. / I don't know if Chris wants to put that for next week, but I would love to have that conversation right now.
Yeah, that's fine. You can keep talking. I mean, I'm good.
Are we
Yeah,
in
I
space?
definitely want to stay for that reward. At least. We can temporarily go into space.
Sure. Again, I don't really know what kind of reward they're gonna give because they are very poor, and Blue did kind of say.
Well, it's
doing it
better
on-
than nothing.
Are we
Um,
hidden enough in our ship right now?
I mean, the Ratmobile is just here in the dock.
Hmm.
Can I blast this off just like 30 miles out?
low Raya orbit.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I'll go into the engine room and do my thing.
Okay, I'll say, given how you're not traveling anywhere specific, you're just looking to kind of drift. You don't have to make any of your typical checks, but you do have to blood the dial as you usually do.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That was crazy.
All right, Frey, you got some explaining to do.
Wait, Freyja does?
Yeah, she's Imperial.
You knew that.
I did?
You
from the
should
Empire.
have. I told you I was from an Imperial colony. I didn't tell you the truth, but that's what I told you.
Oh, look!
Okay, are you gonna tell us the truth now or what?
When are we all gonna realize that I was right this whole fucking time?
It's not that you were just very
I
pushy
really-
about it, Kiki.
I'd appreciate it if you could just not right now, Kiki, please.
She also Kiki looks awful. Like she got fucked up. Like
you
she
okay,
is currently
Kiki?
like she's like taken like off her top, and she's just like
Oh, I'm absolutely like just sitting by her and just doing little
nursing
stitches.
and like patching bandages.
So, my okay. Before I go on, you guys, I'm really gonna ask you to not turn me in for any risk that you might hear about.
Okay.
Okay, Rat, I
don't
noticed
say
you didn't
anything.
say anything. Okay, sure. Well, my name is not Freyja Air. And I'm not just like a traveling performer. And I'm not from Nikolaistadt. So
You mean you're not the
my
farmer?
no, I'm sorry.
I mean, I
Orbis,
totally knew
very
that.
I very much lied to you.
I mean, it was pretty obvious.
funny.
It doesn't look like you've ever worked on a farm a
Yeah.
day in your life. There's
And you
nothing
were
wrong with
grossed
that,
out by
though.
the dirty spot.
Yeah.
So have you guys ever heard of a planet called Taish or been there?
It's pronounced
Have we?
Taish. It's pronounced Taish.
Taish, my bad.
And yes, for a rat, you have been there.
So
Yeah.
my dad is kind of the planetary governor. And
my
high-ranking official in Sheadonian Empire.
Are
So
you a
you're a
princess?
You're a fucking princess, just like I fucking said.
I'm not a princess. It's
She's
not.
a princess.
She's
it's
such
not
a fucking
strictly
princess.
speaking a
Princess
it's
Freyja?
not strictly speaking a hereditary title, and it's not royalty. And if you said that, the heroes would not like it at all. They're very serious
Duchess?
about. They're very serious about the whole royal family stuff and the Trinity and all that.
Duchess
So
Freyja?
I'm
She's bearing a soul. Let her do it.
I did not expect grace from you of all people. So
Baroness?
my name is Ariadne. My name is not Freyja. I would like you to keep calling me Freyja though, because trying to keep a low profile. And I think the reason that guy followed us was because of me. Because before I left Taish, I was, wandering through town because I did, like to mingle among the people. And then I was like walking back home to my dad's estate, and I passed by this farm field, and there were guys dressed like that murdering peasants, and they saw me. Is that incorrect?
They were not dressed like that. I want to make that very clear.
Oh, my bad.
They were dressed
But
in white, like more religious, like cleric robes. But they had the same behavior of that individual.
okay, that's the thing. So, they definitely saw me, and life on Taish wasn't great, so I decided to and have been running around ever since, and that is where Freyja Fairglow comes from. And I do a half bow, but wince because I am bleeding from wounds.
So why would the guy be trying to kill you then?
Well, I'm assuming I saw something I shouldn't have. They were telling the
Didn't
peasants
they just kill peasants all the time in the Empire though?
All the
not
time.
for not for no reason usually.
That's what it kind of sounds like. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Kiki's
these
just like,
ones
yeah,
were
all the
like,
time.
well, my dad didn't, okay? It's not something I was used to seeing. I don't know how
Are you sure about that?
to really.
Maybe
Yes.
maybe you just saw something that you refused to believe was your dad's doing, but people get killed in the Empire all the time. You said you lived
I
in
know
Taish. It's one of the hardest colonies there is. I've heard the locals are a little unforgivable towards the Empire there. Maybe you just witnessed a violent uprising get put down the way that the Empire likes to do things.
well, again, this was farmers, and the guys who were doing the thing said something about they were accusing the peasants of like not keeping the Trinity, and so that's their justification for stabbing them through the head, which I saw and I screamed and I ran because I've seen anything like that before because my dad doesn't do that kind of thing. And that's why I'm here. And also, there's this whole thing where, like, this is very small, but like, I partially ran away from home also because my dad really wants guy for doing, and so it
You
was
cut out
like,
entirely.
oh, my bad. So my dad really wants me to marry this guy, and it's like a whole political, and he's all, Ariadne, this is your duty to the family. Legacy is everything, and our name has echoed throughout the known empire for hundreds of years, and I don't want to marry him, so I kind of left for that reason too. But it was mostly the seeing somebody's get killed.
Your dad tried to get you up with some random strange man. I get it. I get it.
You do?
I mean,
Yeah, a woman should be allowed
another
to pick whoever
planetary
she wants to
governor's.
marry.
He's another planetary governor's son, so like, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time because I just want to be my own person.
Wait,
Me-
Kiki, were you also a betrothed person? Are you guys
No,
bonding?
I'm not a betrothed person, but I also understand it's a woman's damn right to choose
Oh,
everything
okay,
in her
yeah.
life.
No,
Amen, sister. This is the first time I've agreed with you on something.
Yeah, yeah.
okay, well that's nice that he was after you because I thought he was after me for some reason. I
Why
don't
Well,
would
know.
he be?
you
Well,
were
because
in
I
Yeah,
the
but
kind of
then if
found him
he was
first, and
after
then
you,
he's
why
like,
did he stop?
I ran away really good.
No, I mean, why did he stop? Why isn't he still hunting us?
Oh,
He
he stopped the
has.
second time. I don't know.
I stopped him.
What? No, he was standing in the doorway. He
What?
could have just ran faster.
Did I not entangle him? Did he get out of it?
Yeah,
He got
immediately.
out.
He said, yeah,
Oh.
he switched to his echo, and he was basically like 30 feet behind you. He just was just staring at
Oh.
you all menacingly.
Well. Sorry, very stressful event. I don't know. Fucking weird. Whole thing fucking weird.
Have you ever seen
Does
somebody
anyone
do
else have
something
it?
like that?
Yes.
I mean, the rest of you. I mean, what the hell was
I
that? There was
mean,
like a copy of him, and then he was the copy, and he was. What was that?
I haven't done anything like that, have I?
No, Blue.
I'm asking
No.
the ship. Okay, cool.
Not exactly. It's different.
What? Okay. So I'm just still one person. Okay, well that's nice to know.
It's like you are a bunch of people in one body, and that guy was two people.
And you said it
One
was the
person.
same guy you saw?
Not the same guy, but it looked really like
So wait,
the
one guy
technique
but
was
two
similar.
people?
One guy,
Wait, does
two
anyone
bodies.
else have a reason why they might be getting hunted by the Empire?
It's not like you're all a bunch of known criminals we looted in a few weeks ago, I think.
Well, like a specific reason, like Rat. Do you got anything? Rat?
Ari- sorry, Ariadne. Where would you like to be dropped off?
Damn.
What?
Take me back to Brawl.
All right, we're grabbing our reward, whatever the fuck it is. Probably nothing. Taking you back to Brawl. You're a liability. You lied. I'm not going to snitch on you. I don't give a fuck that you're here. But I can't have the fucking Empire on my back the whole time I'm trying to just mind my own goddamn business.
I get it.
What about like safety in numbers and stuff?
You are all decidedly less safe with me around.
The safest I've ever been is by my fucking self. Kiki sleep in the crew cutter quarters tonight, and I'll just go off to bed.
What?
For what it's worth, I am sorry. I am very sorry. It was selfish of me to not be more forthright with all of you.
What if we just have like a big like secret sharing time and then maybe then maybe then there will be a reason for all of us to stick together, right? Or some I'm gonna go I'm gonna try to talk to him. And I'm just gonna so awkwardly scamper off.
Into the rat room?
As in Rat's bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm locked before going in. I go in anyway.
Yeah, I don't answer, but you can come in.
Yeah, I come in and I'm just gonna awkwardly sit at the foot of his bed, kicking my little feet.
Are you gonna
Okay,
tell me to
so
like keep her around?
yes, but it won't work, will it?
Look, Blue, you seem like you trust me a decent amount for some
Mhm.
reason. If Freyja stays on board, she will get us killed, and if she doesn't get us killed, it will make things a lot more complicated in the future. It's really just best to let her go her own way. I'm sure she'll have a lot better time without us anyway.
But what if she's less safe without us? You know?
I don't know her that well. I don't know if her safety's really my top priority. Besides, things were fun for a while. Everything ends. It's fine.
So then are you just gonna throw out Kiki too?
Seems like it's about that time. We'll get Argus to the high city. We're going back to Brawl anyway. Then it'll just be you and me again, all right?
Okay, I can stay here?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you should think about it more though, because I think we could I think it's nice having a lot of people around.
Kind of crowded though, isn't it?
I can make more walls. So everyone has their own bedroom instead of all the crew quarters, which you wouldn't know about anyway because you have the rat room.
Give me one good reason.
With the bigger crew, we can pull off bigger jobs.
How big?
Um, well, Freya and Argus both know magic, and we don't.
And we
Hold
can
on.
get other people.
Blue,
who-
I'm messaging the two of you.
What?
Secrets.
That is interesting.
Wait, wait.
I was trying to think of something. Thank you for saying that.
You know how big of a job.
Okay. Last one.
One last job?
With these guys, yeah.
Okay.
Then we're back to mobile, very easy, very scrappy. You and me, all
Sure.
right?
Sure, okay.
God damn it. Okay, and I just stand up, go to the top or wherever Freya is, and I go,
I was walking to
Oh.
come knock on your door.
oh,
Yeah, you like swing the door open as Frey's like, ah.
Jump scare.
I
hello.
just sort of, hi.
I'll leave.
You can,
I leave.
you know,
Who are you gesturing at?
Rat, did you?
No, it seemed like you were gonna come to talk to me.
Yeah, I know it's a pain, but I changed my mind about Brawl. And I'm done running. I want to go home to Taish. And if you deliver me there, my dad will probably give you some kind of reward. And I figure that's the least I can do because I caused a lot of for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll deliver you. I'll take you back home. Uh, we got a little bit of business to do on Brawl though. We're gonna do a little business. I'm gonna do Argus's thing because I promised to take him to the high city, and then we'll drop you off. How about that?
It's your ship, Captain. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Just along for the ride.
Sounds good. Hey,
Yeah.
don't tell Kiki anymore. Don't give her any more ammo.
Yeah, you told me not to trust her.
I mean, like for real though. She's got something's up.
Why do you say that?
Oh, she for sure poisoned me.
Why do you say that?
We have a tumultuous history of uh, injuring each other in things don't usually end well with us in our
She's
adventures.
kind of okay. This is, she seems like kind of obsessed with you. Like she at one point sort of like cornered me and was like, "Oh, I always am gonna get Rat because we belong together. He's mine and all that stuff." And I was just kind of like, "Okay, you can have him."
She said we belong together.
She did say that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. And I was like,
Oh
"Peace out
yeah.
yours," which is
Okay,
part of the
so
reason I like backed off because like don't want to create any more unnecessary friction. I have to.
yeah, what do you say we drop Kiki off here before we go to Brawl?
Why do you think she poisoned you?
I think he wants the Bratmobile. She's always been wanting this fucking wondrous machine. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
So wait, you
Also,
think
she
the
just
reason
hates me. She loves me, but
I
she hates
sure complicated woman.
women.
So yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So you got sick after like we ate at the restaurant, right?
I guess so, but also I ate a lot of mac and cheese.
If I remember correctly, and I might be wrong, but I dined without inspiration. So isn't it possible that maybe the restaurant did it and not Kiki?
I suppose.
And it, like kind of like how
But why would the
were
restaurant do that when Kiki has a clear motive?
because maybe the restaurant perceived it as like an insult that you didn't want to dine with inspiration and you just ordered a burger.
Yeah, but I got it well done. There's no way I'd get food poisoning from that.
Yeah, unless they put poison into the food afterwards or like spat on it or
This is
something because you were like,
no. I don't think that they poisoned.
I think it's more likely than Kiki, but whatever. If you're that worried about her, why don't we? I mean,
That's what
if
I'm
you're
saying.
so
I think
worried
I think
about,
you end it before something really bad happens.
well, if you want to end it, why don't? No, never mind.
We'll take her into town. We'll tell her to maybe check something out for us, and then we'll just book it.
Uh, okay. I am just sort of Freya turns a little bit and collects herself, and she's like, "You're not your father's daughter." I turn back to Rat, and I'm like, "Yes, we should drop her off so she can find you and be angrier and do this all over again."
Now you're getting it. Thank you.
Okay. Good talk.
All right. Good night. And I slam the door. Not slam, but I just close it.
Then he
With
opens it
force.
again and lets Freya in and then closes it again.
Uh, Kiki knocks on your door, Rat.
Oh my god.
Ah!
So many people in the rat room tonight.
Listen, you don't have to let me in. I understand you wanted me to be out here. If you want to get out of here fast, they said they were going to the Black Wake Brew to collect. Why don't I go collect our take, and that way we can get out of here at Dodge. One of us will move faster anyway.
Yeah, I'll have Blue prepare everything here. I'll go with you.
Ah, perfect. Are you sure?
Yeah, just you and me, like old
Okay,
times.
like old times. Great,
Great. All
great.
right, we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, sure, sure. That's great.
Great.
All right. That feels like an appropriate place to leave it for the night. Um, as everyone settles in on the Ratmobile for slumber. And are you're staying in low Raya orbit, LRO?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Um, all right. We thank you all for tuning in to another exciting edition of Nat20Hot, and look forward to seeing you again next Wednesday on June 18th for another exciting edition. Until then, you can visit us at youtube.com/at Nat20Hot to tune into all of the episodes of this campaign up until now. And then also go ahead and tune into our first campaign, Into the Wild, where you can tune in to see how our previous characters, Branwyn, Willem, Randy, and Dunk, adventure across Yusan and the Feywild to solve peculiar eldritch horror. With that, we leave you and wish you a good week ahead and say to you, so long, space cowboys.
Bye,
Bye,
So long,
space.
space.
Bye,
space.
space.